The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey.
Why?
Let's go!
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers.
You pink!
Stutter! Damn it! Be a friend, tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to our humble abode, the Thunderdome. On this Training Camp Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025, this program begins now.
Sports!
Are happening in a massive way. 26 teams have checked into training camp today. 2 teams remain to be checked in tomorrow, including the Pittsburgh Steelers, which we will be joining them at their training camp next Wednesday. Football has officially happened. We're going to have helmets on fields.
Yeah.
We have pictures of players arriving at buildings. We have every team at the bottom of the mountain trying to get to the top.
That's right.
I want to let everybody know. All these other teams. Say it with me, 9-year NFL vet. Darius J. Butler. Anthony Richardson. Thin.
Looking good.
Anthony Richardson looks jocked. Anthony Richardson, jawline. Anthony Richardson looks like he's about to take over the entire AFC.
Yeah.
Let's go, AR. Love seeing that fresh off a good shoulder.
Looks good.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but whenever we're looking at pictures of people, I think you can tell. There's been a couple training camps I've showed up 270.
Yep.
This guy has a lot of work to do.
Sure.
Going to see me in a long sleeve, sweatpants,
The bulk in summer.
toboggan. Had a great summer.
Yeah.
Then you show up in shape. It's like kind of more mid-season form. I think we can get things from initial photos from training camp.
Yes, for sure. We saw some other photos with the team kicking, I think, in Cali, right? Some of the receivers, some of the couple of the quarterbacks, Dan Jones, AR as well. But showing up to camp, you got to show up in shape. That's half the battle because you don't want to be gassed, being tired. That makes cowards of us all. So when you're showing up in shape, I think that's been an issue with AR. You talked about it. A lot of people have talked about it. He talked about it, tapping out, being tired. You got to be in shape, especially, yes, you talked about it loudly. Especially as the quarterback, the leader. You're coming in for a quarterback competition. You want to see this guy fit and rip. That's why he was drafted where he is. So I think showing up is half the battle, and I can't wait to see this battle in Grant Park.
I want to let him know I am ready to be his biggest fan, like I was the day he was drafted.
Yeah.
Like whenever I saw him do everything that he did with the spin move, spike, the whole thing. I mean, he is electrifying. Just felt as if he didn't fully comprehend the position that he was in. Now, a couple years of experience, some more injuries, going into a make-it-break-it year with the ownership actually saying, hey, there's enough time here on his deal for him to go ahead and cement a future with the Indianapolis Colts. Everything looks up. He's in competition, though, with Danny Dimes.
That's right.
Danny Dimes has been down a long road as well, has a lot of adversity, but these are the type of storylines that are already starting. These are the type of combos that we're allowed to have because teams are back at training camp. Next week, training camp with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Next Thursday, Hall of Fame game. Holy shit, we made it to football season.
Yeah!
Talks to tables here at Boston Connor and at Ty Schmidt. Good to see you boys. You look fantastic. It's not just about us today, is it?
No, it's not.
It's not just about the NFL teams checking in training camp, although there's a lot. It's not just about Jerry Jones saying, shit, he might get shot in the fucking head.
Yeah.
We don't know.
It's valid.
You want to pay a guy money? I don't know.
What if he gets shot in the head and dies?
Wait, you don't.
Then what?
How about this? What if he's out at a bar, okay? He has beer. We all have beers. He accidentally slips, falls, busts the bottle, falls further, slices his throat.
Jeez.
Bleeds out in the bar.
Could happen.
Everyone's screaming.
Shit, why am I paying a guy $100 million? These are the decisions you got to make. This is reality. You ever pay a guy a lot of money and then he gets hurt and doesn't play? I have. Shit. Basically what he said about Mike Parsons' opening day of training camp. Micah then participates in the whole thing by retweeting J.J. Watt saying, JJ's going, what? Jer, first day of training camp.
Come on.
Don't need to throw Dak under the bus from what happened a couple years ago. And then, by the way, here's Micah. Let's throw him under the bus as well. When you're in the middle of potentially negotiating, your kid's negotiating. And then Micah reposts it. It's like, so Dallas Cowboys are right in the middle where Dallas Cowboys always are.
Yep.
Shit.
Yeah.
Just absolutely buzzing quickly. So we don't need to talk about that. We can talk about Brown in Cincinnati.
Whoa. Talk about shit.
Cut a promo.
I mean, are we not total enough for the turtle?
Yeah, bingo.
That, while he's speaking, I'm wondering. But then all the things he's saying, I'm like, does anybody want to go play for the Bengals after listening to this? I think it takes a certain type of guy.
Yeah, I'd say.
Now, they paid Jamar, they paid T, they paid Joey Burrow. All the players that play there say, hey, we love the Bengals, except for Carson Palmer, who was willing to retire if he was going to still stay there, and many other players of the past, but it feels like a new Bengals. And then we hear him talk, and it's like he obviously loves the league. He loves his team. He loves everything like that. But things he's saying, I don't think it's going to bode well for a lot of stuff. Now, we're on his side for the Shamar Stewart stuff at this point. At the beginning, we thought the Bengals were bangling him. Thought they were adding a little extra to try to, undercut some funds, which he was open about. People saying we're at $4 billion. Where's that at?
I want it.
I would like to have that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I'm running a business. This is my business, how I'm doing this entire thing. So Shamar Stewart, we're on the Bengals side for that entire thing. The Trey Hendrickson stuff is wild. It's been multiple years now. And he said, I'll have you know, he's still under contract right now. So silly of me to even negotiate, give him a raise, but also we're doing it. Wild times right now, first day of training camp. Getting a lot of quotes, getting a lot of action. It is fantastic. But let's go to another league. Let's go to a Eastern Conference champion.
Whoa.
Olympic gold medal winner. A Puma athlete. Boom! Ooh, Jesus. Boom! Ladies and gentlemen, representing the Indiana Pacers, Tyrese Haliburton.
Yay, Tyrese!
We had to do all the NFL stuff up front. And you understand why.
I get it.
I appreciate you understanding that. With that being said, great to see you, Tyrese.
Hell yeah.
When you rolled in here this morning, the boys were so jacked. So jacked. We were excited. There was a buzz in the air that you were coming. We're obviously big fans of yours. How are you feeling? Where are you at this stage? And how many weeks are we into this now? How many do you have all that tracked?
Yeah, yesterday was 4 weeks from surgery.
Okay, congratulations on a month. I think normal.
My mom says not a month.
Okay, because 30, 31 days, 28 days. Sure. I mean, there's a whole...
We got an argument about it the other day.
There's a calendar, I think. I don't know if it's the Mayans or the Romans.
It's the month of February. My favorite month. So
it's a great month. Celebrate a lot of great things in February. Obviously, Super Bowl's there.
My birthday's in that month.
Yeah, sometimes.
One time every 4 years.
Oh, yeah, because you got the leap year.
Correct.
Anyway,
Correct.
So you're 4 years old. The thought of you going through this Achilles injury and rehab happening so late in the season, it automatically rules out next season. So when does that kind of process hit you? When does that happen? And as it's taking place and we see you kind of have that emotional moment afterwards, is that everything just flashing in front of your eyes? Like the series, the game, next year? Like how much of that is all settling in that one moment in front of the entire world watching?
Yeah, I think in that moment, all that I am thinking about is that game specifically, because there was definitely a cause for concern that could happen. And you always hear people who have this injury say, feels like somebody kicked you in the back of the leg, right? It's not like the most painful thing, but it does feel like if you let like a elementary age kid just come up, line you up like a kickball and just kick you in the back of the leg. That's what it feels like. And so when I went down, I knew right away, what had happened. And I think I was just hurt that I wasn't going to be able to be out there. And I think that was just all those emotions coming in at once. But it wasn't about, I wasn't thinking about next year or what's led up to this. All I was thinking about was being in the moment of Game 7, and that happening definitely sucked.
Yeah, and you're probably going to score 40, 50, 60.
100,
maybe 100.
Yeah. First one ever.
Yep, exactly.
Maybe 100 points with how big the hoop was. I think you had 9 points in the first, minute and a half or something like that. It was an absurd start. Not your normal start. Normally you are more of a disher. Let's get everybody into the flow of the game here as a point guard early, and then you get your points late. I think in the fourth quarter, late in fourth quarter, your stats were absurd compared with everybody as a point getter, but you're also a guy who is the straw who stirs the drink for the entire team. So very rarely do you come out firing. You want to get everybody else involved, and you did. And that hoop looked gigantic, which is why I think we're also incredibly heartbroken for you, because we know how hard of a moment it is to get to. Speaking of getting to that moment, can you walk us through the injuries?
Yeah.
Because we knew you were hurt. I think because we know you, and also we were at every game, or we were watching every game and talking to everybody. There was a little bit of a limp, and then if you would land funny, it was clear that something was going on. What was the road to that Achilles tear? Because that's obviously been talked about a lot by a lot of people.
Yeah, I think so. Leading up, I felt good throughout the playoffs. Obviously, little nicks and bruises, whatever. But game 1, I felt good. Game 2,
Game one hit the game winner. Right?
Yep.
Game one was good.
What a shot!
First game winner since Jordan.
Hey, what a shot!
In the finals.
What a who? Just two? Just two?
Just two guys, I think, since what was it, 1998, and it's Tyrese and Michael Jordan with buzzer beaters in the NBA Finals.
Hey, not bad. Also, both Olympic gold medalists.
That's right.
It's not bad company to be in there, obviously. But what a moment. You had a lot of these moments throughout playoffs. I think the boys are probably going to ask about them. But that's why it was such a cool thing to kind of watch it all. But game one, you're feeling incredible. You're feeling good.
Game one, I felt good. Game two, throughout the course of the game, I started to feel kind of some pain in the back of my leg. Just thought I was dehydrated. I tend to not drink a ton of water on game day. I get a little antsy. So I'm thinking I'm just a little dehydrated. Just got some.
Gotta stay hydrated.
Who's your water
That's like
guy?
rule number
Yeah,
one.
you gotta stay hydrated.
I could do a better job. I have my days.
Pedialyte?
When I'm a child, if I had a headache, my dad.
Yep.
Drink
water.
Do you guys
now.
hydrate correctly every day?
No,
Every
but
day.
I'm
No,
not
every
the
day.
starting
Every day, brother.
point guard.
No, you don't.
Every day,
No, you
brother.
don't.
That's it. Is
Hey,
it
check
something?
my piss. It is a light yellow.
No.
Yeah.
No, not every day.
I got a champion
I had a
piss.
bad day. I was excited for
you
game
ever
two.
see that? I understand that. I
Come on.
understand that. I appreciate you
I was excited for
getting
game
excited.
two.
It's the NBA Finals. But you know that hydration chart on piss color?
Yep.
No, mine's always in championship mode.
Okay.
Always.
Sounds like he's always bad teammate.
Yeah, because that's down here.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's down here. You're pissing gold, brother.
No,
Dark brown
no.
piss.
Yeah.
It wasn't all that. It wasn't all that.
Pissing rough.
Calm down. I was a little nervous. So, I probably could have done a better job drinking water. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking, okay, I just got some pain in the back of my leg.
It is funny, though, that we as a society, especially in sports, if anything goes wrong, it's like, didn't have enough
This
water.
guy's dehydrated.
It always strain, pull, cramp. You need water, headache, water.
Correct.
Water.
So I'm
That's
thinking I
really,
didn't hydrate well enough. So after the game, starting to feel some stiffness, get some work done. There's a video of me limping
Off
to the whatever. So I get an MRI the next day just to be sure that nothing's going on. There's just some swelling, but nothing that really caused any real concern. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna play through it. I got pain, but it's the NBA Finals. Let's do it. So game 3, 4, 5, definitely have some soreness. But game 5, the moment happens where I shot fake Chet and I just kind of fall, and right there I felt a pull in the back of my calf. So now that's all I'm thinking about all game. That's what I'm concerned about is my leg. So I get an MRI again the next day. Now I have a calf strain, and I meet with the whole front office, our whole organization, a lot of doctors who are much smarter than me, who tell me that I have a calf strain. I got some more swelling in the area, and if it was the regular season, that I would have to sit a couple weeks. And so I'm sitting there, and I'm like, well, as long as you guys don't tell me you guys are absolutely you can't play, we're going to keep you in your house, I'm going to play. It's the NBA Finals. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
So I'm in my head.
which we love, by the way.
Yeah, in my head, I'm already feeling that way. So they tell me that. We get done with the meeting. I'm like, cool. So we go to game 6. I got to pass basically a calf stress test, like an Achilles stress test that I pass and go play the game. We win by a lot. So I need to play 23 minutes. So honestly, after the game, my calf wasn't even bothering me after game 6, to be completely honest with you. I got a massage after the game, but I thought I was going to be in real pain, like really be hurting after the game. Felt great. So after game 6, I'm like, it's done. The calf thing, it's
Healed.
gone. It's gone. Yeah. Adrenaline's going to get to me. I'm going to be good. So I go to game 7. I feel nothing. I feel great going into the game. I think that's why I had such a great start to the game, and my body felt great. And then obviously, that happens in the end, unfortunately. But I felt great going into game 7. It's just, unfortunately, what happened.
Yeah, it sucks for sure
Yeah.
that it happened game 7. But I think there was a lot of conjecture, I believe is a term that we could use to describe the situation that was happening, about how you would have known that potentially the Achilles was going to tear. And them saying that they were going to hold you out if it was a regular season game, that's because there was inflammation down
Yeah.
there. Is that why?
Yeah.
And it just would hey, regular season game we don't need.
Regular season, in a couple of weeks, hopefully you let it pass, let it go away, and you come back. But it's the NBA Finals. We don't got a couple of
A
weeks.
lot of Achilles is this year.
Yeah, I think we had 7 this year. And
3 in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it's a big Tatum.
All number
Tatum,
0.
Lillard, and
You.
Tyrese.
Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate. It sucks. All of us are, having to battle back. But I think that there's like a notion when guys get injured or when this has happened so many times that everybody thinks that they have the answer as to why this is happening. Everybody thinks we play too many games, play too many minutes. All those things could be true, but I don't think that is what is causing these injuries. Last season, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think there was a single Achilles tear last season, and it was the same amount of minutes, same amount of games, right? Guys didn't suddenly get larger in the course of a year, so I don't think that anybody has necessarily the answer. I think injuries are just bad luck sometimes, and that's just what happened. But I think that's just what happens in sports sometimes. I think there's no way to really control it, but everybody has the answer, it seems like, as to why this is happening.
Well, I appreciate the fact that you don't like that your name was probably being used as something to try to change the NBA. And you were probably being used as an example. Like Tyrese doesn't deserve to have this situation happen to him, and your name is being used and your injury is being used as a narrative against the NBA, I assume?
Yeah. And I think other guys who this has happened to, I don't want to speak for them, but I think that they could relate that most of the time it's like a freak injury. Most of the time guys, again, I'm not going to speak for other guys, but there are guys who this happens to that they felt nothing and then it happened. And that's not the case with me. That wasn't the case with, KD a couple years ago he had a calf injury prior. But trust me, I talked to him a ton.
Let's talk about that. How many people have you got a chance to catch up with? Because I think the Achilles community is that. I think it is like an actual community.
And it's funny because KD has said he's tired of being the Achilles guy, But I think that is just how it has had to happen because not many guys have been able to come back and play at such a high level, and he's been kind of the poster child of that in our poster man, sorry, not a child, poster man of that in our game. So I think it's easy for all of us to just reach out to him.
What do you guys talk like whenever they come see you? What do they tell you? Like, hey, this is gonna suck.
Yeah.
Like, did they give you like the real about it, and it's somebody you can lean on? Because Tatum's just a couple weeks ahead of you.
Yeah, he's like 20 days. Yeah,
20 days ahead of you. So that is a perfect person to basically forecast what's coming down the pipe for you. Is that the conversation, or what else are you guys kind of catching up?
Yeah, I think that's the majority of the conversation. I think more importantly than anything, with injuries in general in sports, and you guys know, is the mental side of things. And I think right now everybody's in their off season, so I don't know if I've felt the full weight of it. Nobody's playing. Everybody's in the summer, living their life, whatever. I happen to just be here in Indiana. Great place, love it.
Great place, love it.
Great place for summers,
Great
too.
place, great summer place.
Light out until 9:30, 9:45.
Yeah, you can tee off at 8 p.m. and get 18 holes in. The sun is still out.
Great place. Love my neighborhood. Love my community. Whatever. So I'm here, but I don't think I'll feel the full weight of everything until next season starts. The guys start to come around. Season starts, and I'm not able to perform. So I think that's the more so what we talk about more than anything. KD actually came and visited me the other day. Came to my house, which was pretty cool. We sat down for a while, just talked, and
that's sick.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. But I think that for me, it's just about trying to get my mental right, and that's why I'm trying to. I go to all the Fever games. I try to just figure out things to do to keep my mind off things. I got great village, great support system in my family and my friends, and just doing everything I can, because I think when I'm alone, which isn't a ton, when I'm alone, I sit there and I think about everything that's happened, and it's kind of like, God, that sucks.
Yeah,
it genuinely sucks, and I'm gonna fight like hell to get back and hopefully have this opportunity to win a championship again, but that's not guaranteed, and so I think that feeling definitely sits with me sometimes, and that sucks. But, I can't really control the past. I can't control what's to happen in the future. All I can do is just attack this rehab the best I can and, figure it out that way.
Feels like the right mindset. That was a pretty phenomenal answer. And shout out to your team.
Yeah, shout out to the team. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, great people.
Obviously, your lady, Jade, side by side with you through this entire thing. Shout out to her. Your dad and mom.
Of course.
More specifically, your dad actually side by side with you here in the Thunderdome. And I'll tell you what, the electricity that man brings is warranted of headlines. He is the man.
Warranted of headlines, don't know if it necessarily needs the headlines.
Yeah, I've been trying, just so the world knows, okay? I have been attempting to get John Haliburton on a microphone.
Sure.
Because John Haliburton is fucking hysterical. This guy is a lightning rod. Now, the whole world learned of Papa Haliburton whenever he and a Greek freak had a little bit of an altercation. Okay? Now, John Haliburton says...
Yeah.
John Haliburton says, I didn't even see you on it. I was celebrating the moment. He was locked in. My boy. We just had a great win. Tyrese was running the opposite direction to go jump up on the thing, if you do recall.
Yeah, scores table.
John Haliburton, who is so beloved by the city of Indianapolis and the people in Gainbridge, just goes onto the court with a flag to celebrate. And the people let him on because you're allowed to do that.
That's his right.
You're allowed to, you are electrifying here. You are like a part of our community. He says his side of the story is he was so locked into the moment he didn't even see Giannis. He was just kind of viewing there. Giannis is so happy. And then obviously that whole thing happens, and him back in the building, when he came back in the building, when he was up in that suite, what a moment. Dude. Good for him. He loves you, man. Like, he is a super supportive, phenomenal father, I think is how I would view it all. For you, how was that entire process? That had to be pretty interesting deal with, especially now that I know your dad a little bit better. Yeah. Like, that had to be an awesome, but also hilarious and absurd thing to kind of go through with the league, the team, and your dad, and the NBA playoffs all at the same time.
Yeah, that was definitely, it's definitely unfortunate that happened. And he feels bad about it, and he's apologized many times for it. And, for me, I wanted to be on the right side of things, and I understand that, he shouldn't have done that. So right away, I have to go in media and say that my dad is wrong, which he was, but people know, people who are in my position, to have to go in front of the world and say, hey, my dad is wrong, that's not easy to do, right? Yeah. And so I go out there, I say it. So now I'm like, all right, it's done. I said it. Let's move on. Everybody move on. So then I get up for breakfast in the morning. I turn on the television, and people are up there. This man should never come to a basketball game
ever again.
Like, what? Like, have we lost our mind?
Lifetime banishment.
Yeah. People, it got dragged. It got dragged. And so for me, it wasn't something that I wanted to keep the conversation around, right? We were moving on. Next series, let's keep it. And you know how sports media is sometimes, especially with a team like us, the Pacers. Anything that we could do to not talk about basketball, let's figure out a way. So we don't have to talk about the fact that the Pacers won the series. And hey, they're a good basketball team. Nah. John Haliburton should never touch the court again.
That's a hilarious angle for you to be like, oh, of course, we don't want to talk about what we just did, and we just ran a team off the court again, and just like we did last series. And Coach Carlisle has all the chess pieces, and we're all moving perfectly. We're playing phenomenal basketball right now. And you, if you had been paying attention since the All-Star break, we've been doing this. Like, this is kind of how this whole thing has went. Us and OKC have been the two best teams in the NBA. Cleveland as well. But obviously that was early exit for them against you guys. It's like, I appreciate the fact that you all were watching, being like, how come they won't just talk about us just being good at basketball?
Great, yeah.
Like, this is the NBA. You took a lot of verbal abuse from sports media. We try to go to bat as much as we could for you, but it comes with the position you're in. You understand that.
Yeah,
you absolutely understand.
No, I appreciate you guys doing that. I appreciate you guys doing that.
You are actual friend of program.
Our guy.
And we're very thankful you're in our city. Like, very thankful that you're in this state. You represent the city and state well. And the Pacers have now gone to a place that I didn't get a chance to experience in Indianapolis. I don't think a lot of people have in a long, long time. What was it? How many days? It was a ridiculous amount of days since the last finals game was
like
hosted
2,000
in Indiana or whatever. So it's like, you've brought a lot of happiness to this place, but you've also represented the city very well. So I'm your biggest fan. I think you're a superstar, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I think you're maybe a superstar. Don't look now. D-Bud has a question for you.
Yeah, what was, obviously, that was a big part of the conversation, the superstar part of it, but I think bigger than that for you, especially being such a team player. What was it like being on the biggest stage in basketball, making it to the finals, pretty dominant run, in my opinion, to get to the NBA finals, going up against a great team in OKC? But what was that like? I know you weren't as active on social media, but did you feel like more pressure or a bigger light? Like, what was that stage like for you?
Well, I definitely think it's easy to feel that, because everything is bigger. Like, you have to, instead of flying in the night before the game and just treating it like a game, we have to fly in 2 days before. We have to have practice so that media can be in there for 30 minutes. We have to do extensive media and all those different things. So I think that the league and the world does a great job of already making it such a big event that there's no need for us as players to put more pressure on it. Now, obviously, we understand it's the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think there needs to be any more pressure than that. But, yeah, you definitely felt it. And I think Game 3 coming back here was like the craziest home environment I've ever played in. And honestly, Game 7 in OKC, probably the craziest road environment I've ever played in, right? So you felt that, and you felt the weight of those games. And I think for them as a franchise, us as a franchise, both whoever was going to win the series, it was going to be our first NBA championship. So I think that all the fans got behind it. So it was really cool to see, kind of two smaller markets be in that situation, and I think all our fans and their fans rallied behind our teams, and I think that just made it a lot of fun.
It was a wonderful ratings for the finals as a whole. We're up 10%, which is huge. Shane Gillis said that everybody that was sitting around SGA at the ESPYs was in foul trouble. Now, that is obviously a joke because that is the conversation about the finals and basically the entire playoff series. He was unbelievable to watch. I actually got a chance to talk to him in the hotel in LA. I come down elevator, pop out. He's right there to the left behind somebody, and I saw him. And I go, literally stare at him for like 5 seconds, dead stare. He had to feel so awkward. I think he knew who I was. I'm not 100% sure. And I said, could you have fucking missed? That would have been cool. And then I just walked away. I don't think he ever missed.
Yeah, you said it to Jalen Williams in the elevator as well.
Yeah. Like I don't think they missed. Did you guys feel that whenever you were playing against? Because they were the best defense in the NBA, is what everybody said. Coming in, they're the best defense in the NBA, the best defense in the NBA. You guys had the most amount of series, I don't know, possessions. What the fuck you guys call it? Possessions?
Yeah, that's what they call it in football too.
Yeah, but there's different. I didn't know if you guys are able to use the
ball,
word series.
It's called the possession. Yes,
yeah, okay. You guys had the most amount of possessions. They had the best defense. That was the conversation. Then quickly watching, it's like, this guy never misses. This SGA guy never misses. And then the entire team kind of caught on to that. They were kind of playing the same exact way. At that level, I assume, to make it to the finals, you have to have an absurd offense. Did you expect them to be as good offensively as they were? And is SGA the best point getter right now on earth?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we definitely expected that. They're the best team in the NBA. They were the best team in the NBA all year.
Yeah, but it was the defense. Remember, all they were saying is like defense.
Yeah, but they got Shea's the MVP for a reason. So you got, I mean,
he's out. What does he do? Does he do things that are different, or is it just like he just takes care of the?
Well, I think that from like he get paint touches at an elite level. Does a great job of using, like, he doesn't come across stature-wise as he's not like this big, bulky guy, but he does a great job. He gets to his spots, can score at all three levels. Like, he's MVP for a reason. I mean, the season he put together, one of the greatest seasons in NBA history.
On a contract year.
Yeah, fire.
Yeah, I mean, that is
beast.
Good for him. That tells stories about what he did last year. And then he dresses like Frank Lucas suit.
Yep, that's right.
At that damn
That
SB.
shit was clean.
So clean.
That was clean.
Hands in the coat, too, while walking in, middle of summer. Coolest dude in the room. Never seen it. Connor has a question for you, Tyrese.
Yeah, Tyrese. First of all, too, you probably didn't see it because you're not on social media as much, and like we've talked about how you're our guy. Watching throughout the playoffs, kind of the world experience, the Haliburton show is sweet because you had a buzzer beater every series, and early it's like, okay, it's round one, not as many people care. Then the Cavs series happens, sick. Because they're the 1 seed, everything's happening. Then the Garden choke happens.
Cavs too. I mean,
Cavs, yeah, you had the big ball dancing. Then you had the choke in the Garden game one. Then you had the buzzer beater in the final. So like, as a fan of yours, not the Pacers, but a fan of yours, watching
Pacers
everybody.
are a good team.
Pacers are a great team, and they were fun to watch.
Took care of us.
Yeah. But watching, everyone in the world realize you were like that guy was sweet to watch. So I hope you felt that at some point during this terrible, terrible.
You got your flowers.
Yeah, you got a lot of flowers. People do love you. With that being said, Miles Turner doesn't love you. Pascal Siakam was great all playoffs for you guys, and that was kind of the whole reason the superstar thing was happening was because Pascal Siakam, was doing so much and playing so well. Great to have him here next year. That's huge. Not having Miles Turner, kind of a bummer. This will be the first time, it's in, 10, 11 years he won't be playing for the Pacers. How has that kind of been this offseason, watching the moves? Miles goes to the Milwaukee. Obviously, like I said, not a Pacers fan, but the Pacers fans I do know aren't big fans of Milwaukee. There's kind of that little bit of – there's a beef there. Obviously, we've all seen it the last few years. And then kind of him leaving. How is that – kind of sitting with the entire Pacers team?
Yeah, I mean, obviously since I've gotten here and just for the last, 10 years, Miles' name has been synonymous with our organization, and he's done a lot here, and I think that people have really taken a liking to Miles, and he's done some great things, been a part of some great groups, but, I think at the end of the day, it is a business. He's got to do, what's best for him, and wish him the best moving forward. I mean, my focus is now on the guys that we have here and getting better here, but, yeah, wish him the best moving forward.
He's done a lot for the Indianapolis community. He's been here a long time with the Pacers for a long time. Obviously, ushered in this new era of the Pacers to have a lot of success. I thought he gave a great speech. What was that?
Eastern
Conference Finals. Gave a great speech. I thought it was fantastic. The way the entire contract negotiation thing has been talked about publicly is something along the lines of like, they offered, he found another offer, didn't offer it up for the Pacers to match it, took the deal before that. Whatever the case, it's like Miles was great here for 10 years. We appreciate him and his service. Got him out of Texas.
Yeah.
There was a lot of ups and downs with the Pacers. Ended getting to the finals, and now he's making $20+ million in his 11th year, or whatever it is. It's like, congrats to Miles. But everything he says, they're getting clipped and saying, did you hear him say didn't feel that good? Did you hear him say some people are going to be happy? It's fascinating when you get to the top, man. People are going to pick apart everything.
Yeah.
That's where you guys are. And you're not even there for a year. Have you thought about that? How are you going to spend a year? You said it earlier. You said, now that everybody's in off season, it hasn't really been the weight of everything. Next year, pretty similar team, right? Am I wrong in that? Pretty similar team. Pascal's back. TJ's back.
Call up Furphy.
Furphy. Going crazy. Crazy. That was wild. Poor guy, the other guy.
Oh, man.
Poor guy.
The picture's crazy.
Yeah, the picture.
Yeah, man. That's poor. That's Summer League, too. He doesn't know fully what the life is.
He doesn't know Furphy is, first team All-NBA next year.
Yeah, he milk checked real quick. Yeah. No chance this is going to happen. And then Furphy was like, actually, let me go for that. Him Undertaker in his eyes. That was unbelievable.
Under his armpit.
Yeah, I felt bad for that guy.
Me too.
But when you're trying to block something, when you live in the pain, every once in a while you're going to get that is going to happen. But great relationships, I assume, among it's not going to be like a brand new team. What are you going to be able to do? Have you even talked about what you're going to be able to do with the team next year? How it's going to go? What's the season look like? Because I don't know if it's pretty normal in your sport, it seems like. Yeah, he's going to miss the entire season next year. They said the next day. I'm like, holy shit, the whole season? They're like, start doing the math. When everything starts here, you're going to miss the whole season. Have you started putting together a plan, like how to handle season, or are you guys just kind of focused? You said today driven, but is there a long-term plan on how this whole thing works and kind of how it's going to go for you if all works out to schedule?
Yeah, I haven't really even thought about what the season will call for. I probably won't be traveling as much early in the year, depending on stage of rehab I'm in, but I still want to be around the guys as much as possible. I think I want to take this time to just keep growing my mind for the game, be around Coach Carlisle, sitting on, coaches' meetings, Pritchard, yeah.
Seeing what he's looking for.
Yeah, just seeing what, talking to those guys and helping at the same time. I feel like I have a pretty decent basketball mind myself, so just trying to help the guys as best way I can. I'm going to be on the bench once I can walk, standing up, celebrating, cheering for the guys. So, I'll still be, there for the majority of things.
They just put you up in that suite that you kind of taking ownership of for the Fever game.
What's the timeline for that? For you to get back on your feet, for you to ditch the scooter and be able to, be weight bearing on that foot?
Yeah, well, today is 4 weeks after surgery. So
yesterday.
I think yesterday, sorry. So I think
sorry, you just told me that 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, my fault. So I just started.
Hey, don't worry. You just worry about today.
Yeah.
Every day, you just worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about anything.
Yesterday I just started putting 50% body weight with crutches. Okay. So by about 7-8 weeks, I should be walking in a boot, no scooter. I can't wait for that moment. You take for granted the little things.
Yes, you do.
You know what I mean? Like going to the kitchen counter to grab breakfast and you grab your orange juice all at one time. Yeah. But now it's like, got to go one time to get the plate, one time to get the orange juice. Forgot the syrup. One time to go get the syrup. Forgot a fork. Got to go back and get the fork.
Especially Supermax deal, new house. You're getting miles on those wheels.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a big kitchen.
Yeah. You need a gas station.
That's a good hard floor, though, I assume, for that thing. Or maybe it's tile. How are you on that rig? You feel pretty good on it?
I feel like I'm pretty good. I've probably had 2 near falls. Haven't fell yet, so that's a plus.
It's easy to fall.
I saw you rolling around the WNBA All-Star game. You look real comfy.
Yeah, I felt good.
Real kick push operation.
Felt good. Can't walk, so that's mine. I will tell you, though, after I got hurt, I was on the ground. I was like, let me walk. Kobe walked. I'm walking. So when I got up and went to take a step, there was no...
Help me!
Yeah, there was no chance.
I'm not doing it.
I was like, don't touch me. I'm going to walk. And when I went to move my leg, it's like dead weight on the end of your leg. So it's like, the fact that Kobe shot a free throw and walked off is unbelievable.
That's that Mamba mentality.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, there's a book, a movie, a whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And certain guys have, walked off. When I went to take a step, that's when the guys threw the towel over me because my face was just like, I couldn't believe what was actually happening in the moment.
Obviously not great at the moment in the situation, but the thought of you running through your head, what would Kobe do? Kobe did actually walk off this thing. Don't touch me. Touch me.
Yeah, there's no chance. Help me now.
Oh, man. Yeah, it was sad. If you weren't, everybody that was watching, I don't know what all the different
ruin the game.
Heart drop, stomach sickness. I mean, you name it, the whole thing as it was happening. So bummed out. Now, had lead at half.
Yeah.
It's like, hold the phone. This one's for Tyrese. This one's going to be a good one. And then obviously what happened was Oklahoma City did what Oklahoma City does, of course, in the second half, and it becomes what it is. But we were all sick, dude. Everybody. Still am.
Yeah.
That's not how it's supposed to go.
No, it's not.
Especially when you're going to score 60 points in a Game 7.
Mm-hmm. It might have been more than that.
Yeah, the hoop was looking this big.
Yeah.
Was it because you said you were feeling healthy, didn't feel any pain?
Big hoop that day.
It was huge hoop.
Game 7, I was excited. It was going to be fun.
Ty has a question for you, Tyrese.
We talked a lot about like the media portion of it, and obviously you took a lot of heat. Did anyone come up to you like post finals, and I mean like before this, obviously, and talk about you being the most overrated player and just being like, hey, that's complete bullshit? Like, I don't know how that got out, because anytime we talk to an athlete, it's like the talking heads can say whatever they want, but if you have the respect from your peers, like that's all that matters. And then obviously you go on that run in the playoffs and have all those game winners, and it's like, yeah, this guy's a bona fide superstar. Did anyone say anything to you about that? And how did you kind of just, I mean, obviously you're not too worried about that because whatever, the proof's in the pudding. Look at what I'm doing on the court. But like, what was that whole situation like as that was continued to be talked about while you were going on like a generational run in the playoffs?
Well, I think it came out towards the end of the season. I think it was pretty funny. Like, all my boys just joking with me about it, like texting me all the time, just talking shit. And I've come to be the guy who just use everything as fuel. So that was just like the fun within it. And I think as the playoffs were going on, that was more opportunities for my teammates to talk crazy to people and people who support me. So I think that was a great narrative that got added to what we were doing. I think that just added more fuel to the fire as a group. And I think the cool part about our group was I think that everybody kind of received that as like an indictment on them as well. Like my teammates, guys around me, like, okay, well, if you think that guy's overrated and he's like one of our guys, what do you feel about us? I think as collectively we all kind of shared that sentiment and felt that way. So
Hell
I think
yeah.
that was just another thing for us to gather around with. So I think it was pretty cool. I have not spoken about it or looked at or thought about it since, but I wonder who's going to be the guy voted on it next year. Maybe it'll still be me. Maybe I'll be in a boot and still get voted number one.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
I mean, I wonder how you would be able to be the most overrated guy while in a boot.
He's so good. Then why is he
Why
playing?
is he playing? Yeah, you're right.
He's got one Achilles.
Guy can't even dribble a ball and stand up right now. Don't want to hear it. When will you shoot through this entire process?
Yeah. As soon as I get back on the court, I'm back on the court. I don't know when that'll be, but
Yeah, but like, so football-wise, if guys have lower bodies, they're usually working out around it.
oh yeah, I started lifting 2 weeks ago, upper body.
First time?
I'm in a hoodie. You can't tell. I'm in a hoodie. You can't tell, but I'm jacked under this hoodie.
Really?
Yep, bulking season.
Are you shooting too or no?
No.
So you won't like sit down and...
I probably touched a basketball, like felt one in my hands probably like 2 times since the game was over.
Well, welcome to 3.
Boy, do I got good news for you. Look at that. How do you feel? Just like it used to?
Yeah, my hands still work.
I don't know if that is a actual ball or not. We might have bought that from DoorDash or something like that.
Shoot it.
How's the Puma deal going?
Puma's going great. We debuted the shoe in the finals, hit a game winner, first game in them.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So that was exciting. Obviously, this season I won't be able to, wear them on the court a ton, but there's some other guys with Puma, so I'm excited for them to be wearing them. I'll wear them on the sideline. Sure, you guys will all get sent a pair. I'm excited about it.
Maybe a casual shoe since you're not playing.
Yeah, loafer, if you will, or like a...
maybe use the Halley one as your casual shoe. Who knows?
Well, you shouldn't be using the Halley ones as your grass cutters. You need.
I got to mow the lawn on Saturday.
Yeah, you need to send us.
If you buy them, it's your property at that point. So
yeah, but I'm just saying I don't want to disrespect the Halley ones. Maybe we get the Halley mows.
Maybe you got a Halley one for cutting the grass. You got a Halley one for doing the show, and you got a Halley one for being on the court.
Maybe some Halley shell toe, Halley canvas.
Halley shell toe.
Maybe just make the Eclipses and put a Puma thing
Now we're
on
talking.
them. That's what you need to do.
You love the Eclipses, bro.
Everybody does, and they stopped making them. I have no idea why. I've reached out to the Jordan people saying you need to keep making these. What are we doing?
That's your problem. Maybe you just need to get some Puma suedes. You told me you like the suedes.
I don't mind the suedes, but not the Eclipses. You guys just need to take the Eclipses and just put the Puma on there.
I got some other kicks we can get you to try out and see if you like.
I went through a Puma run. I think the whole world went through a Puma run there. I respect the shoe game, what they have going on. The little racing
Went
ones,
is
though.
past tense.
Huh?
Went is past tense.
Yeah, but everything's coming back.
There we go.
It's coming back, especially if you're pushing. If you're pushing it, I'll be back. Look, I'm wearing them right now.
Yeah, those look good.
They are clean.
Those look good.
They comfy?
They are comfy.
Don't
And I got
lie.
a couple blisters around my shit, too, from walking
Off,
18
yep.
holes. And these shoes feel great.
They look good. They look good on your feet.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, of
my
course.
friend, these are my friend's shoes.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, the new Tatums though.
What's that?
Said the new Tatums. We pulled them up. Those shoes are fantastic as well.
I have nothing bad to say about Jason Tatum. It's my guy. I love him.
Are you guys talking?
Yeah, we've been talking. Of course. We're going through the same thing.
What are your hobbies right now? You're going to every WNBA event.
Every WNBA event.
You have that suite. We saw that. You're playing games. You're playing video games.
A lot of video games. A lot of WWE. Call
How's
of
that
Duty.
going?
It's going good. Me and my little brother are bringing back our Twitch and our YouTube soon. So
Let's go.
Excited about that. Yeah.
The Halle Bros.
Halle Bros. Yeah. Because I was fighting the Halle name for so long. I was like, don't call me that. Don't like it.
Why?
I don't know. Because I got to NBA and they started calling me that, and I was like, I've never been called that.
It's not your name.
I don't
You've
like
never been called that?
No.
What's wrong with Wisconsin?
Then I got to Sacramento. Honestly, we'll give the people of Sacramento the credit for that because they say like hella a lot, and then I think they just liked Halle and it was close to hella, and they started using Halle, and I was like, I tweeted like, please don't call me that, and then I embraced it.
That works.
Yeah.
Yeah, telling people not to do something.
Yeah, that didn't work at all. That didn't work at all. And then when we were naming my shoe, they were like, do you want to call it the Tyrese one, the Reese one, the Ty one? And I was like, listen, it doesn't matter what we call it. They're going to call them the Halle, so let's just roll with it. So now I'm cool with Halle.
That's a good executive decision. No, you grew up in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Not a single person said, what up, Halle?
No.
Your name's Haliburton?
No. In Wisconsin these days, they say many different things to me.
How do you mean?
Not positive
What
things.
type of
How do you
things?
mean?
What type of things?
Not anything. Not very positive things.
What do you mean? They say like your cheese isn't good?
No.
Oh, because of the Bucks.
No, they wouldn't say that.
They won't let it go to Culver's anymore.
It's mostly the people in Wisconsin who have bad things to say to me.
Yeah, but those aren't your people anyways, right? Because don't you do like a weekly Haliban thing with all your fans?
Oh, what?
The Haliban.
Band. It's a band. Like there's a guitar player.
with the-
With
The letter
with
D
the,
on the
and a drummer,
Yeah,
Haliband.
yeah.
Like we're Halibanding together.
Yeah, and they call themselves like they're
That's
the
what you meant, right?
Yeah,
I
they're the
heard it wrong.
Halibanners.
Yeah.
like they're all on the
Banders.
same team. Yeah,
Banders.
they're all talking. Yeah, and like
the Commanders,
Yeah.
the Halibanders. Yeah, like a band.
I haven't seen that now.
Yeah, and there's a drummer in the back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pom, 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 pom,
Yeah, aren't
The
you-
Haliband.
Yeah.
The band.
I love live instriments. Love live music.
Do you play music?
No, not at all.
Maybe
I'll pick it up. I did buy a DJ turn. I bought a turntable. Yeah. I'm gonna learn how to do that during my rehab.
I
I used to get Diplo. You play some of that EDM. What'd you think of the WNBA?
Stud buds weren't rocking with that.
Stud buds were on.
Stud
We
buds
need a
were
little
not
boom
rocking.
boom in this thing.
Turn
don't you?
this off.
WNBA weekend was awesome. We came out here and said that because it was in our city and we got a chance to see it. And it seems like every player really enjoyed their time in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
I would say the WNBA appeared to have the most fun out of all the All-Stars, out of all the All-Star breaks.
Sure.
The MLB All-Stars, congratulations. You're being recognized as one of the greats of the game. Now you got to work for 4 straight days here. That's what the MLB is. I mean, that is not a lot of rest.
Don't get a vacation after those 4 days.
No, you're right back. You're starting on Thursday. So, like, the MLB one is wild, watching their schedule, and we're very thankful for them doing that. In the dong-off that they had, both in the game and the home run derby, were fantastic. The NBA All-Star break, you guys get like a week, right? And it kind of, it's like a week?
Something like that. Yeah, I think. Yeah, because we go.
How are you guys going to fix the All-Star thing? Are you going to have the stud buds just stream the entire week?
Fix the All-Star thing. What does that mean?
They fixed it. They got the USA World now.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be good. You guys are going to care, right?
No.
You don't care?
Yeah, they don't care.
I care.
USA! 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 You don't care?
I love this country. I love America. I competed in the Olympics. I was there.
You
I
were?
was USA across the chest.
Yeah, gold medal.
Yeah,
Always will.
I'll care about those games
Okay,
a
so
lot.
I don't know what you're saying right now.
Tell the truth.
I think he's
told you
telling
the
a
truth.
hell of a lie.
I don't
shoot,
think it
brother.
matters because we're going to roll out Cooper Flag and all
And
the rookies and be like, hey.
And does it? I'm not playing. I won't be in the game.
Oh, that's right. You're out.
no matter what. So
Gonna need you more than ever.
Yeah, we need your coach.
I wish the best for the USA team.
Do you think we could potentially bring your dad out here to maybe win some people some money, maybe a donation or something?
Let's do it.
Love that.
Wait, how's he going to do that?
Well, he's going to come out right here, and I'm going to have this microphone, and I'm going to go down there and talk to him. John, if you can make your way into the Thunderdome, please, sir.
Might be eating.
The mashed potatoes. We order him a bucket of mashed potatoes.
He cleaned those.
He's probably
things
sitting on
off.
his phone right now.
Drink it with a straw.
What is Bill wearing?
I'm assuming your dad's talking to the president or something, honestly, during this.
You think so?
Yeah.
President of what?
President
Oh,
Puma.
he's watching on. They're watching
President
on.
Puma for sure.
They're delayed, yeah.
Yeah, they're delayed 35, 40 seconds in there. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, a man who certainly caused a little bit of chaos. A man who is synonymous with being an electric factory. Ladies and gentlemen, John Haliburton.
OG, triple OG.
Yes. This is
Yes.
Pro Zone.
John.
All
How you
white,
doing?
Clean.
Which putter do you want? I'll let you select it. Which camera do we have here? We have this one right here.
Putt for dough?
John, how you doing? Thank you for coming. We're on that camera right up there on top of that brick thing. Do you have anything to say to the world?
Yeah, here I go.
That's right.
Boom.
Boom.
Here he go.
Come on, John.
Here he go.
Here I go.
Here he go. Here John Haliburton go. Now, I will say the way this came about is there was quite a loud yell happening from this putting green earlier today when we were all sitting in the other room over there. That yell came from one John Haliburton.
Mm-hmm.
He was burying putts. So I said, would you be willing to do this for maybe some money for some people or maybe a charity? And I said, if you were to make it, it would be abnormal. A lot of people miss these things.
Oh, yeah.
He said, I don't miss. I don't miss. John, do you want to roll this way? Do you want to putt this way? Which way do you want to go?
I'm coming down.
Okay, all right. We'll do this. He's
Switching it up.
This is where he was earlier. We'll give you 6 balls here. 6 balls. You'll have to make 3 of them.
3.
Yeah. He made yes.
3 is a lot.
3 is a lot. 3 is a lot.
No, he made 3 in a row earlier. He said he's been practicing.
Hold on, John. Hold
Does
on.
he not put his feet? I was going to say.
John,
10 feet?
are you a golfer?
Not at all.
Not at all. Hey, are you a putt guy though?
I can do that.
Okay, so you'll go on to a nice putt date, maybe have a good night, maybe a little ice cream, maybe a little drinks, bury some putts, talk some shit to
Right.
the kids.
Forget about the drink. Forget about talking all the smack to the kids, but the ice cream I can do.
Oh yeah, you've never drank, never smoked, never swore.
Nope, not at all.
And if I'm telling the story accurately, whenever you and I chatted about the entire scene, whenever it was said that you cussed or cursed, that was the one that you were most upset about, right?
Yes, because I don't do that. And to tell people that I did something like that, nah, I'm not with that.
Heat of the moment, a lot of noise though. Everybody could have been confused, but I do appreciate and respect the fact that you were like, I didn't swear, I don't swear, I've never sworn, but I can talk shit better than you.
Or I can do that.
Yeah. Yes, we know you can. Tyrese, anything to say to your dad here before he tries to win 30 people $500 and a $10,000 donation to a charity of your choice, Tyrese? Maybe Achilles for good. Whatever the case, we will figure that out. So this is $25,000.
The factory.
The Achilles factory. We'll donate to a charity. $25,000 here. 30 people, $500. That's
my
$15,000 going to somebody. And then $10,000 donation is $25,000 here, John.
So you think that's putting pressure on me or something?
A little bit of heat, John.
Nah.
Never felt it. How were the mashed
Don't go on
potatoes?
the green?
Oh, the mashed potatoes was great. Oh, yeah. You got to have those. Those good. They stick to your bones.
Amen.
And every restaurant you go to, doesn't matter if it's a 5-star steakhouse or an Applebee's, you're ordering dino nugs and mashed potatoes.
No, mashed potatoes.
What about the dinosaur nuggets?
They can go, I'll take the mashed potatoes.
Boom.
Nothing else.
Man, no
The
Zord.
mashed potato would be my whole meal.
Yeah, I saw it. It was.
He's gonna put his foot on the.
Are you going to stand on the green or are you going to go off?
It doesn't matter.
Put your feet on the green.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Put your feet on the green.
Oh my God, the ball's stuck. The ball's stuck.
Yo, put your feet on the green.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
There
coaching
go.
you up. He's coaching you up.
I'm
He's
trying to
coaching-
help.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
really want to win people money?
Somebody who ain't never played this game before, he coaching me up. Here we go.
Pipe down, he said.
That was a good one.
You have to
That
make
was
2.
not good.
You got to make 2 out of these
Stop
6.
gassing
We're
that
going
up.
in this hole or those holes back there. Which one we doing?
That's not a hole. It would be either 2 of the.
Or back there. Okay. All
We're
right.
going these 2. The left one.
Yeah, here we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. First putt. All he has to do is go 2 of 6 here. Not a avid golfer, but a putt king.
No chance.
I like the over 2.5.
Oh boy, that was bad.
All right, that was not his best effort.
That was
not his best effort.
That was
It's all right,
ugly.
Don't start.
You hit the ground.
A little bit of dizziness going on there. All right.
Do you need some water? You need some more hydration?
Water.
No, we got
You know what? You need hydration.
Poor mask.
magnet up on the here.
There's a magnet
My
under?
ball from going down on the end. But okay,
You think
here
this
we go.
Now, hold on.
Excuses.
I will say, maybe there is a chance that when you got your feet back on this wood again, you got so jacked up that
We want to stay off of that. We want to stay off.
Yeah. Not
Stop
out on
making
the wood.
excuses and putt.
No, he hasn't been on the wood in a while. They banned him from the wood.
That's right. They banned me. So okay. So we want to stay off of that.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Only for
Next.
his sake.
Could say he was
Next
Haliburton.
Next topic. You're very sorry that happened.
Next topic.
I got to go 2
I mean, Giannis is
of
lucky we
5.
saw him on
Next
the heavy
topic.
bagger.
Oh,
I like
rolled
that.
one.
That is
Find the
horrible.
pace.
Hit a house.
A little bit of an aggressive line.
Find the pace.
I get better now on a scooter.
I got
Stink at golf.
You got 4 more.
Putter.
Relax.
I'm not worried about it. I'm just telling you, there's a lot of noise over there, John.
It's bad right now.
Let's go.
Okay, yeah.
Jeez Louise.
He said there it is.
Hit the ball.
We might need to get him the mallet putter.
Oh my God. That was the worst putt we've ever had.
I got 4. I got 3 to go.
Three.
That was horrible.
That was so bad.
You're not even getting close.
He's not comfortable with the lab putter.
Hey.
Oh,
Be
yeah.
careful, man. Be careful.
Why?
Be careful over there.
Don't have to be.
I have to stumble over that way. Be careful.
Tiger Hood.
Hey, are you scared of somebody about Connor's size?
Man, he better watch himself over there. Hey.
I mean, I'm a little nervous about you.
Better
I
be
saw
nervous,
you,
boy. Better be nervous.
Saw you hitting the heavy bag earlier. Giannis would have had it coming.
All right, okay, we gotta go 2 and 3. Next topic.
What's that, bro?
Hey, leave that man alone.
Yeah, I'm not messing with that man.
Leave that man alone.
Heavy hand.
Because he's starting something over there.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Just butt,
more
man.
Hold on.
potatoes.
That hole, right, is where we're aiming?
Yeah, man. I'm
Okay.
coming in.
All right.
Let's go. Come on.
Bucket.
Good pace.
Never in doubt.
Okay, I told you, relax.
Everybody needs to relax. If he goes 1 of 2 here, we will give 30 people $500.
He's done it.
Oh.
This is so much
Here we
pressure.
go.
All right, hey, let's remember what's all on the line here.
Okay.
$15,000 in giveaways to the fine people on X. 500 installments.
So how much we got right there?
$10,000 donation to a charity of the Haliburton's choice. All you gotta do is put that ball into that hole right over there, which you've done 1 time out of 5. How do you feel going in?
Oh, wait. Really? You had to say it like that?
No, it's just stats.
That's a fact.
You're one. Hey,
These are facts.
you're 1 out of the last 2.
Hey, did you hear what he said? He said what?
These are facts.
Yeah, those are facts.
Yeah. What's the fact gonna be about this one?
Okay, all right. It's going in.
Boom. Too much pressure.
Just
Make sure he
relax,
knows he's on
relax.
national
Get him a
television.
spoonful of mashed potatoes.
Hold it, do you want mashed
before he hits this?
Yeah, they in here.
All right, Sean. If this goes in, 30 people, $500.
Nope.
Oh no.
Damn it.
That's all right. We'll still donate 10 grand.
Okay, good.
Any final things to say about your boy and how proud you are of everything he's done, what he's going through?
I am very proud of my son, and I want the world to know that I love my child.
You're a great father, very passionate father. We appreciate the hell out of you, man. Good to see you, dude.
Hell yeah.
The way you eat is wild.
Yeah, are you Irish?
I'll take that.
Got some Irish in you?
I'm out of here.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah,
Smart,
go to the back.
smart,
Go to the
smart,
back. Go to the back.
Tough. A lot of pressure.
That was a tough scene there.
Got the clutch gene from mom.
Jeez. I had no idea what he was doing.
Fair.
I've never seen. Yeah, that was rude. You didn't deserve that, John.
Sport.
Yep.
Put's tough.
As soon as Giannis comes up. Next subject.
Next subject.
I know you're very sorry.
Do not gas him up.
He is
It's
awesome.
the last thing he needs.
You think that's where your moxie comes from, huh? I'd assume there from John Haliburton.
Sure.
Because you got the moxie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can feel it. When you do this, I don't know if we talked about it. We got the Halib band over there, the drummer.
Excuse me.
When you do this in Madison Square Garden, and when you do the big ball dance in Cleveland, that's something you've always done, like since you're a kid. And do you think it all goes back to you being a wrestling fan?
Yeah, I've always been the guy who wants to, get a nice celly out there, and I think wrestling has a big part to do it. with a lot of it, actually, honestly.
Yes, I agree. As somebody who's a diehard wrestling fan growing up, I think you can tell people that are wrestling fans or not. And I think when you're out there, you understand it's a show.
Yep.
That's why you do the no-look passes, that type of shit. I appreciate it. I respect the hell out of it. Have you always been that way, though? Flashy guy.
For sure, my whole life.
Yeah?
At all times.
Always good shooter?
Got better around like middle school. Started to shoot the ball better. Yeah.
Well, obviously, middle school is
Well,
always. Yeah. In third grade, this kid couldn't shoot. So that's what they used to say. Fourth grade, this guy sucked at shooting.
Wisconsin wouldn't even offer the guy.
What?
True story. No offer.
Neither did, who else? Who was the guy? Cal.
Cal, yeah.
Yeah.
At Kentucky.
Yeah, I remember that moment.
Yeah.
Well, Cal went on and had a great career. Got coached at the right place, went to the right guy. That's the whole thing is what Cal said in that. Your shooting form is interesting, though.
Yeah.
Right, you would say?
Yeah.
But allegedly the story is they told people not to change your shooting form. Is that because you've been like a prolific shooter your entire, like high school you were known as prolific shooter.
Yeah.
College known as prolific shooter. Now you have the men's 3-point shooting contest record for one round. Has it always been that way, prolific shooting?
Yeah, I feel like I've been able to shoot the ball at a high level for a long time. And if I wasn't able to, then I feel like somebody would have been able to change it. But I feel like most of the time when people try to change my form, when it's happened in the past, then we do a couple workouts, then I think they see that I can shoot the ball well.
And your free throw run, what did you have post All-Star break? You missed like 2 free throws or something?
Yeah.
What was the...
Is that true?
No, I think you told us.
It was that, and then like in clutch time, you were, I think, 12 of 13 or 11 of 12 from the field as well.
And then when we played 33 in here, Foxy and I watched you hit 20 straight threes
Didn't miss.
whenever we were about to beat you. It's like...
We did almost lose.
Yeah, and that would have been tough. That would have been tough for you.
That would have been tough. I had a rough start to the season. What can I say?
Okay, so have you thought back about that at all? No.
Not really.
Spaceships don't come equipped with rear view mirrors. They dip. Is that what you're saying? Mm-hmm. We don't need to think about the first half of the season?
I think if there was any time to reflect on it, it would probably be, in this time, but I haven't really thought too much on it, to be honest.
Yeah, because the way it ended, what have you done for me lately? Ball.
Yeah, went to the finals.
That's what we did.
So
it was fun to watch your team, man. It's been cool to get to know you. Thank you for inviting me to come to the WNBA All-Star Superstar Contest.
Skills Challenge.
There it is. How is that only an hour and 10 minutes?
It was such a short event.
Could we not add, we thought about this yesterday. We started doing some brainstorming.
What do you want to add?
Knockout?
No.
$500,000 prize?
3-man weave?
No. I actually think 33 would be pretty far.
33 would be a great game, but it takes a little bit, because there's teams of 2. But, you don't think half-court knockout with a $250,000
half-court?
Yeah.
Have you ever played half-court knockout on a real basketball? I mean,
it's tough.
You have a great court. You have a great
Very
setup
tough.
here. Half-court?
Yeah, you got to get to
The
5
ball is going to
3.
go everywhere, and people have to chase it.
Get rebounded.
We're playing a sport.
You said rebounders in knockout?
I mean, look, I'm trying to help the problems that you're bringing up.
Yeah, we're getting
I don't
answers.
think
You're
it's
a
a
problem guy.
problem.
We're
Yeah.
an answer guy.
I don't think it's a problem. There was only one problem present at the WNBA, and they wore the T-shirts about it.
That's an interesting
Damn
thing.
money.
That's a big-time negotiation, big-time statement. If they're able to, remain close, hopefully they're all able to get a pay raise.
Yeah, for sure.
I said yesterday, fuck, you're already losing $40 million. Why not lose it
Where
before?
are we getting that number from?
Yeah, where's the money going?
Public
But I
information.
feel like that 40 million thing is being brought out.
But also
out of thin
Probably
air.
not real.
Yeah.
Is there not some shit
Really?
in that $40 million we
really.
can cut out
I think it's more.
You would assume.
and then give at least a $50,000 bonus to the pay? If you're already losing $40 million, what's another 10%?
I feel like that number's brought out of thin air, though. I've never seen a
spreadsheet.
Where's the balance sheet?
I'll hit Google right now.
Oh,
and there's a new TV deal starting next year. So
Yeah.
and they're bringing. So you're
All
telling
right,
me?
the hour's wrapping up.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You're the man. Great to see you.
Yeah, appreciate
Be
it, man.
safe. Godspeed. We all love you. We'll see you on the other side. Goodbye.
Hi, how's it going? My name is Pat McAfee. Used to hold balls for Adam Vinatieri. Now I'm in his home state. College game day is absolutely electric. And Brookings, South Dakota. Let's go!
College game day has made the voyage to Brookings, South Dakota to experience a game with the best fans in college football. I unfortunately cannot attend because I have a game this Sunday, so I sent a man I trust to make my picks. A man who was my holder for almost a decade. Please be nice to him. Welcome this week's celebrity guest picker, Pat McAfee.
Go big, go blue, go Jacks.
Hosting Auburn. Yes, everybody saw this. The best fake punt in the world. What do you think, Pat?
I absolutely loved it all the way up until execution time. That is not one we like to show in the brand headquarters and punting and kicking world.
Oh, dance off. Oh, let's get weird. Yes. Duck that, huh?
Bang! Right off the top of the dome. That makes it a lot easier when you got a dummy standing right in front of you like that.
Running. He's Hadouken! Daniel Russo!
Wax on, wax off, knee to the face.
World Series.
Go, yes!
These teams stink. With that 15, they celebrate by doing shotguns. And I'm a big fan of that. I'm going with the University of Virginia Cavaliers. That was great. Whoa! I will never, ever in the history of my life cut against that ball. Oklahoma State is a win here. Not so fast again.
But I'm going Trey.
Please excuse my dumb friend Kirk. You look at this crowd, they've been out here since 4 a.m. College game day comes to town, they lose their mind. The population of this state is about 800,000, and when the Jackrabbits take the field, they're alongside all 800,000 South Dakotans. The Dakota marker was in Fargo for far too long. Today, 5 o'clock local time, the Dakota marker is back in beautiful Brookings, South Dakota. Terry School. They might be the Jackrabbits, but they're the GOATs today. Ladies and gentlemen, South Dakota State with the win.
Give me that place in.
No, don't do that. No. Leave.
Kofi has the The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey.
Why?
Let's go.
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers.
You pink.
Damn it! Be a friend, tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to our humble abode, the Thunderdome, on this glorious Training Camp Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025. Hour 2 of the program begins now.
Sport
are happening all around us. It has been a great morning and early afternoon here at the Thunderdome. Guests in abundance. It's been awesome to see everybody. Wasn't able to take a pee during a break. We'll be excited to see how this hour kind of holds up for my bladder. But it was awesome chit-chatting with Tyrese Haliburton. I think it's the first time he has spoke since the injury, and we love him, man. He's great for the city. He's great at basketball. He's got a long road, and I think he understands that. And his dad is electrifying. And I know they tried to ban him from games because of what he did, and he's obviously very apologetic about that becoming a massive ordeal and obviously being something that stole the attention away from how great the Indiana Pacers team was. The NBA may need to think about leaning in on that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Instead of banning them, maybe we mic them up every game. You know?
Not a bad idea.
Hey, you want to pay your dues, this guy, you know, you did the crime, now you got to do the time. You're mic'd up every single game down here. And actually, we would like you to maybe get a rebound or two, if you could.
And sit next to Jokic brothers.
And maybe in between them.
Boom.
Yeah. Could you imagine John in between those two, what he would be saying? You're big, not that big. That's a good haircut. What's wrong with these guys, man? He is electric.
Lightning rod.
And I think you can't say any of the things you say about him without acknowledging he loves his boy. He loves his family. And we're appreciative they stopped by. The Talks the Tables here at Boston Connor, at Ty Schmidt. Come on, man, sweet shirt.
Thank you. Yeah, I just grabbed it because I was super late to work today. Right off the.
Yeah, what did happen with that?
You know, just being dumb.
It's the haptics and sounds on your alarm.
Bro.
They'll turn down.
It gets me, yeah.
Why does it do that?
I don't know.
I've never been in there before, and then all of a sudden my alarm is very low.
Mm-hmm.
And what ends up waking me up whenever that happens is a brrr, the rattle of it, and then it freaks me out, obviously. And I look at it, and it's like your alarm's going off, and I'm like, I can't hear that. What happened to this? And then you learn of this haptics and sounds tab.
Terrible.
Who changed that? I didn't. Hey, Tim Apple, we need to figure that one out because the alarm's a pretty important part of the phone.
Very important.
That is a pretty important.
Every day.
For all of us.
Yeah.
For a lot of us that have them, it is a very important part.
Oh, yeah.
Can't just have the sound of the alarm going down without us even. So it's happening to everybody.
Yes. I know I turn, you turn it all down, on the show, when even with the phones on silent, just, you may scroll and hit a video on accident and the sound pops up. So I turn it down, but I try to remind myself to turn it back up before going to sleep because of
No, that shouldn't affect the alarm.
It shouldn't.
That shouldn't. I think it says this does not affect the alarm.
It does. What I've had to do, because I used to legit check it 10 times before I actually fall asleep because I'm like, I'm not dealing with this bullshit. Do not disturb, and then I turn the actual ringer on. So your phone is on loud, but you don't get any messages or anything
but it
like
says
that.
this will not affect your
That's a lie.
alarm.
I think they're lying to you.
I think so too. I've had to set fake alarm 2 minutes from now.
Yep.
And then try and see if this thing's going. What is this going to sound like?
Yep.
Is it set up? That's a nightmare.
It is.
I'll tell you what. Sleeping through an alarm or not setting an alarm, and then when you wake up and
knowing. I knew right away because I saw the light coming through my window.
A little different.
And I was like, no, not again.
Well, then winter gets tough because it's just pitch black.
It's just dark. Yeah.
All the time. So you could wake up at 3 a.m. and you could wake up at 8 a.m. and it's the same light outside.
Yep.
Whenever we're in the thick of it. But whenever you're in the spring, summertime, and it's a little brighter than it was yesterday, oh no, what happened? And then your phone, it's like, that's not what my alarm's supposed to be. You're supposed to make a sound. You're supposed to make a sound. Why aren't you making a sound? I used to be able to put songs in there too.
Yeah,
what happened to that?
those definitely do not play anymore.
At all?
Yeah.
I had Nakamura's.
Yeah,
you did.
Shinsuke, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I had the Succession theme song.
That was literally my alarm.
For years.
Years.
Yeah.
It used to be, I got a pocket full of sunshine. I got a all mine. Whoa. Then somebody told me it was about cocaine. Then whenever I was using my alarm in a public setting, everybody was like, we get it, dude.
Do you
I'm
have
like,
a pocket?
okay, I need to move on. I moved the Shinsuke Nakamura's theme song.
Banger.
So then I get on commentary. Shinsuke's on SmackDown. It's like, I love this song. This song has woken me up every single day. Have a good time with it. And then all of a sudden, it just stops working. Now I got some basic bullshit. I'm like, I don't want that. Am I a war?
Yeah, wake up in fear.
I want Shinsuke Nakamura. I need the Tribal Chiefs to wake me up.
Exactly.
He was back.
He's back. TC1's back, yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. Shredded.
When we need him to. Big time.
Big time. Thanks for coming back.
Needed it.
SummerSlam's next weekend.
Next?
Already?
2 weekends?
I got a good card.
Holy shit.
It is stacking up well, isn't it? 2 night spectacle over there at MetLife.
Yeah.
It's always good to see Roman back.
Great.
How about Paul Heyman squirming a little bit?
Yeah,
I thought he was still on the team.
What?
He's not.
No, he's not on the team.
He thought he was still on. He was,
Oh, yeah, he was trying to, wasn't
That's
he?
classic Wise Man.
That is not bad effort if you're him, to be clear. He also looks like better shape.
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody said. Now, granted, Roman did say, what is this guy going to do for me? Nothing. Kind of looking at him a little bit, which probably a valid point in the entirety of it all. I think he looks good, though, Paul. Looked a little better. Was Mike Cole battling something? I don't know how he does it, Michael Cole. Now, he doesn't have a daily show, but he has lived on the road for 28 years, basically. Just full sell every single time.
does a video game, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When you're home, need you go in a closet in a corner.
Yep. Do it to nobody.
And you need to talk to nobody.
Yeah.
And you need to talk about wrestlers that might not even exist. They might be coming around the corner.
Or you need to talk about Ty and Boston College.
And the
possibly
toxic
doing a suplex off the top rope. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Cole is an absolute weapon. It's great to hear his voice every Monday. We miss him. I will say, we miss the Michael Cole.
He's the man.
Around. But it's been nice for me to become a human again, I will say.
And it's kind of coming up again here. I mean, we've been talking about the NFL, like with the Jets coming back. You're going to hear a lot about Michael Cole, or from Michael Cole. Rather,
Yeah, but this could be the year for the Jets. You know, nobody's really expecting anything from them. They just got a brand new locker room.
Yeah.
Did.
Let's go to one half of the hammer. Bang. Cowboys, AP tone. Everybody's talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers going for a Super Bowl. Jets paid a quarterback. Jets paid a bunch of guys. Jets got a brand new locker room. Jets have been teetering on the edge of becoming a franchise that has not been successful at all in the modern century. And then now we're at a point where why not redesign the locker room? Add some glitz and some glam to the entirety of it all. Pay your quarterback. Bring Aaron Glenn in here. Aaron Glenn obviously going to be a massive missing piece from the Detroit Lions, even though we got faith in new defense coordinator Kelvin Shepard. It's like, why not the Jets? Is this the Jets year? New locker room, Tone.
I mean, it could be. You know, they have a defense and they have stars with Sauce and
sick locker room
and Quinn Williams over there, and then they have Garrett Wilson and Justin Fields and Breece Hall on the offense. Their O-line should be improved. Why? Why not the Jets year? Why not the Browns year? Why not, anybody's year? Because, some franchises just don't win, Pat. And week 1, when the Steelers roll into town and win by 25, oh, my God, is that going to be glorious? Because Dano's going to have to eat all of his fucking words.
Well, that was before Aaron Rodgers was on the team, is what Orlovsky would say. Remember, he'll always have a...
He's got it. We don't forget.
Wait a minute.
He'll catch the bullet.
Was it the same situation as it is now? I don't think so. That's what Dan was saying.
Oh, yeah.
I think Dan
had a big one.
I think Dan would throw this as well. I think.
Yeah, one of those.
Is that what you think?
Or would you say I didn't say it, just like with the Brock Purdy shit?
I never said that.
I never said that.
Not true.
You're going to have to run the tape. Well, here it is right here. Yeah, but what I was saying was, we're in that time of year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for the Dan.
I know the Dan wagon's coming.
Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, is a college football national champion, a Super Bowl champion, a Ryder Cup winner. Ladies and gentlemen, man with 10 kids. Congrats to him, AJ Hawk. Dan Orlovsky would say, whoa. What do you mean?
First off, why can't we let John Haliburton shoot threes or something? Why are we making this guy putt?
He was
putting before the show and making putts.
John made putts before the show, really?
You better watch your mouth. Hey, John Haliburton just heard that and said, is that right?
I bet he could 360 dunk. He could probably dunk from the free throw line. He's in good shape. Why don't we let him shoot a few buckets?
Well, because he was if you would have heard the ruckus, is the only way to describe it, before the show started. We're in there. There's just that's what I thought happening out here, okay? And I look out. John Haliburton's got a big putter in his hand.
Yep.
I'm like, you making putts? He goes, yeah, and they're saying I'm not. And he's pointing at the cameraman and everybody else. He's just stirring shit literally on the thing. I think he made 3.
Yeah.
I think he did roll 3 in. I was like, well, you want to do that for like a giveaway? He goes, I'll do whatever. I'm like, do you want to putt to maybe win some people some money? I said, if you miss, it's not a big deal. A lot of people miss. He goes, I ain't missing. I was like, okay.
Okay.
I love this man. I love John Haliburton.
The best.
He literally ordered a bucket of mashed potatoes. I got chicken parm, for instance. Tyrese got maybe some.
I saw your chicken parm.
Some steak. A lot of sauce. Don't love that.
It was drenched.
It was drenched in sauce.
That's it.
So I just ate the chicken and moved on, but it was great tasting chicken. Gumpy ordered probably some steak of some sort. Filet. That was like $80.
Smooth cream.
I don't think they had smooth cream, but this would be a place that has all the options. Anything you could potentially want, we're in a back room. Chef basically walks in and goes, anything on earth that you guys want made, I'll make them. Go around the room, sounds good, boom. Get John Haliburton, mashed potatoes. Okay, what do you want for your meal?
I just told you.
Just a
mashed
big spoon. Big spoon. That was like the family style sides they give you, but he's like, nah, right here. It's all me.
What do you want on the side, sir? I guess a side of mashed potatoes, but you could put that.
Got no butter? Does that
main course?
This thing showed. It was a bucket of mashed potatoes. He's the greatest. And Tyrese, good mindset towards this thing.
Great mindset.
Not going to be easy at all. He understands that it's not going to be easy. I think, I don't know if he was alluding to it or said it or the reason why I framed the question that way, because the conversations I have with him in the past, the people that have been through it are telling him the truth. Like, hey, this is going to suck.
Yep.
Like, there's moments that are not good at this whole thing, and that gets forgotten in rehab. Everybody just gets a projection, a timeline. Hey, he should be back by this time, and everybody's like, all right, we'll see you then. For the human that's doing it, that is eternity pretty much while they're sitting by themselves. It's a lot of mental tasking shit, physically tasking stuff. It's full commitment to everything that you're doing. It's purpose to everything. It's not easy. Rehab is not easy at all. And Achilles is one of the longest ones, obviously.
Yeah, one of the worst ones, worst injury. And like he said, right now when nobody's in the building, nobody's really playing, you don't miss it as much. But once, and we all know when you are especially when you're an athlete and you're walking around or, scooting around or whatever it may be, and you see all your peers, doing just a shoot around or just, a regular workout, like that's when it really, really sucks the most, getting up in those mornings, him talking, having those different deadlines. But a good part of it, though, is, he knows he's not going to play next year. So it's not like 6 months out, let me try to get back by game, 24. You don't have, you can take your time. You can really let it heal. You really have time to come back, hopefully better and have a great career on the other side of this, like Kevin Durant, who he's been talking to and spending some time with.
We're pulling for him. He's a great dude. Let's talk a little bit about the NFL. Jerry Jones said some hilarious things to start training camp. Here's one of them, live from Oxnard.
The other thing I would say is contracts are 4 or 5 years. Okay. There's a lot of water under the bridge if you step out there and do something in the first 2 or 3.
Okay.
You can get hit by a car.
Fuck.
Seriously. And so there's a lot to look at over a lot of years that could make a big difference. Have you ever heard of any clubs committing to players and then they didn't pan out after they committed to them?
No.
We have.
Yeah, me. My pocketbook, not yours. And shit, get hit by a car tomorrow. So why would we pay him? Hell, why are we paying anybody? Why are we even playing the game? Why are we even? What's this? Is this even?
What are we doing?
Almost a Scotty Scheffler situation.
Yeah, truly.
About what matters, what doesn't matter. And it's like, Jerry, you're kind of taking a shot at Micah now not being able to handle himself, or you think that he's not going to be able to last for an entire contract. And then obviously there's the Shamar Stewart stuff happening in Cincinnati where Mr. Brown, who I didn't know was still around, talking football, doing football, like you did.
He gets you.
I don't want to pay a guy who's sitting in jail.
Yeah.
Okay?
I mean,
Easy as that.
I understand.
It's happened. I don't want to do it. You want to do that? No, none of us do. And then the easy question is, well, why'd you draft the guy you think is going to potentially end up in jail in the first round? And there's always a counter argument. It's crazy that this is how it's starting, I think, for these two ownerships and these two teams. But football is back, baby. That's what I'm thinking, AJ.
Yeah. Football's back. Owners are speaking. It's awesome. Like the Jerry situation, I love seeing him in the pressers with his. It's almost like when Tyrese is trying to push his dad off the mic. All right, John, get in the back. Yeah, like it's almost like Jerry and his son when you watch him up there. But I don't know. Like, does Shamar Stewart get signed, and when does he? Obviously, he's going to have to get signed eventually. When does that happen?
Well, you add in the Trey Hendrickson. He's gone fishing down there.
Yeah.
He's in Florida, not Ohio at all. Joining us now is a man who might have more information on all of it. We assume he does. Emmy award-winning television host. Now he's with ESPN. He's an analyst, a pundit, and an insider. Friend of the program. Deserves an award for his work alongside Tone during the Draft Spectacular this year in Green Bay, Wisconsin. They won't give him an award, though, because it was on our show. So we will not pay the money to apply for an award.
Correct.
That is not how we view awards. Ladies and gentlemen, Peter Schrager.
Yes.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing awesome. I died laughing at the vat of mashed potatoes because that might be me. I the same deal. It's like I'm ordering what I want, and you can have the poutine, you can have the escargot. If I want a vat of mashed potatoes and I'm at a 5-star restaurant, if you're offering me, I'm going to eat the vat of mashed potatoes.
And they better be good, too. He's expecting those to be good mashed potatoes. This is a nice restaurant. I'll go down to Applebee's down there and get some good mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah.
Vat.
You guys better have a good vat around here of these taters.
I love it.
Shregs, let's talk about all the shit, okay?
Yeah.
Jerry Jones, awesome. Then J.J. Watt's like, bro, what are you doing? First day of training camp. Then Micah reposts J.J. Watt saying, bro, what are you doing in this entire thing? Mike is on his 5th year. So that is, obviously, you get the option to pick up the 5th year. Very rarely at important positions do we see the player play through the entire 5th year without getting a big-time deal, especially if the person is considered a long-term pillar of said franchise, which I think since draft night, Micah has been considered because he's been a Cowboy fan his whole life. Him and Jerry hit it off. Then Jerry says these things. Is there a chance Jerry doesn't pay Micah? That seems like a 1 in a billion chance that he doesn't pay him. But is that where we're headed? And what are your thoughts on how it's all kind of unfolding?
I think he's going to get paid. And I think Jerry intends to pay him. But Jerry Jones is he wants to win the deal. And the art of the deal and the business is almost as entertaining to Jerry as the football itself. So he's not going to be bullied around by an agent who he claimed he didn't know the name of earlier this offseason. He's not going to be bullied around by a player who's very active on a podcast and social media, and he's not going to be bullied around by us in the media. So I think Jerry's having a little fun here, and at the expense, it might be the goodwill of a player who has lived up to expectations, who has done everything you can ask for, and wants to be the face of the Dallas Cowboys. I would think before the end of the season, just like they did before the start of the season, just like they timed it perfectly with Dak in week 1, we'd have news just as Jay Glazer's getting on set, like, or hey, CeeDee Lamb, just as we're finishing training camp. Like, I think Jerry likes that splash, and Jerry likes to take it to the wire. But at what cost? In my eyes, I'm with JJ Watt on this one, where it's, what is the win? What is the win in even tempting fate and putting that stuff out in the ether with a player like Micah Parsons? But this is how Jerry does business. The guys do get paid, and sometimes he's got to pay a premium for it because he does it at the last second instead of doing it earlier in the process. But in his eyes, I made you wait, and I got the full value of my contract that you signed with me.
Yeah, I hope they get the deal done. And it, just like with CD and just like Dak, there's always some conjecture, and then inevitably they end up paying him so much money. And you talk about winning the deal and The Art of the Deal, which is a book written by somebody.
Sun Tzu.
Who was it? A guy? I don't know. He doesn't like the commander's name. I know that. But
the
anyway.
whatevers. Yeah, you're right. That's yeah. The Art of the Deal is a big thing, and Jerry's a good businessman. I think he's a good businessman, but I think the way he's handled like this type of shit, I think is a flaw. Personally, it just in his repertoire, because he's going to end up overpaying for it, and then he's going to give his quote once again. He's going to say, anything that's ever been worth anything to me, people have told me I've overpaid for, or whatever. And it's like, I can't wait for that moment. I don't know when it's going to happen, but congrats to Mike on his big deal that he has certainly earned. We would assume in everybody's eyes in Dallas and around the country. Go ahead, AJ.
Yeah, Shregs, flipping to Cincinnati right now. We talked about Mike Brown. He was speaking yesterday. First off, Trey Hendrickson, he posted a picture. He's back in Florida, I guess. He left town. And Shamar Stewart. Like, who of these guys gets signed first? I would assume Shamar gets signed. When could that be? And also, like, what's the future for Trey Hendrickson in Cincinnati?
This is just brutal. It's brutal because for the entire offseason, I've been saying on this show and on others, like, the priorities for Cincinnati were Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. And when they got those deals done, they were like, we did it, right, fans? Like, we did it. We finally did it. We broke the bank on 2-star players, and we are good to go. And then this Trey Hendrickson thing has completely taken any of the goodwill away from it. And then the Shamar Stewart thing comes out of left field when you start putting in clauses that they've never done as a team before. And that's taken down the team, and it puts you right back in the same conversation you were in when Carson Palmer was unhappy with his contracts, and when those early 2000s teams that were so good had to be dismantled because the team might have bungled the relationships. Or AJ, as you know, when you were in that market for so long, and you know that, like, this is not viewed as the same way as the New York Yankees or the Dallas Cowboys or some of those premier franchises. That said, Trey Hendrickson, they are not going to do what he wants on his timetable, and they have made that clear. And he has gone out of his way to be very transparent, coming on your show, which I thought he was very eloquent, and then meeting with local reporters in the offseason at the practice where he was attending. And then now an Instagram post that looks like a John Denver song, you know, I'm out. And like, this is it. Here's my sunset.
Give me back to God's country.
That's it. God's country. That's it. Morgan Wallen, right out of Saturday Night Live.
Morgan Wallen, please, Jesus. And that's why he's saying, give me God's country there as you represent New York.
I'm a New Yorker. Jennings.
Yeah, which Doug, by the way.
Yeah. Did you see Spade come out as Joe Dirt?
Yes.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. Randy Johnson, pretty cool. Pretty cool, yeah. Selling out stadiums everywhere, yeah, the entirety. Trey Hendrickson, though. Trey Hendrickson, though. He's not happy. I mean, he's not
happy. Are they
happy.
offering him garbage, Shregs? We're hearing a report. Are they offering him just garbage, or what is it?
They're not offering him Myles Garrett money, and they're not offering him T.J. Watt money, and they see it as fulfill your contract. We just, let's fulfill the contract and let's get to work. So they're digging their heels in. You heard Mike Brown. I think, Katie Blackburn, his daughter Elizabeth, like this is a family that wants the Bengals. It's their family business. They want the Bengals to be as good as they possibly can be, but they're not looking to necessarily pay him the same money as the other top players at the position have. And Trey, I don't know where the rubber hits the road here, but truth of the matter is his age and the production has been there. They're looking at what the future is of this team, and he might be looking at what I've accomplished, and I think I'm owed this. You can go either way on it. The player side, of course, you say pay him. From the team budgetary side, they looked at this entire offseason and said Higgins and Chase are our top 2 priorities. Trey Hendrickson is not because he's under contract. So I'm not sure how this plays out, but let's see what his will is, and let's see if he's convicted enough to just say, you know what, screw it. I'm not going to show up. I'll eat the fines. Let's see how you do without my 18.5 sacks a year.
And Trey has said that the last 2 off seasons, they've told him, we'll take care of you, we'll take care of you, we'll take care of you. And then it comes time to get taken care of. And now Mr. Brown saying, we gave him a raise. I mean, we've given him a raise.
Come on.
And he said he's still under contract, so maybe he's silly me for even giving him a raise or whatever. And it was like, oh my God, he's nowhere near.
Nope.
They're nowhere. Like, they are in very different headspaces. If you listen to Mr. Brown and you listen to Trey Hendrickson talk about it at all, and it's like, Trey, we have said, too nice of a guy maybe for this situation. Him heading to Florida.
No, that was it.
That's a big stand by Trey Hendrickson. We didn't think he would do this.
He kind of said it from the get-go. Hey, you guys rip on me 16 or 17 more times, I'm out of here. And he's finally reached his breaking point.
All right, see, that's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't like that you were saying that, but I think he was trying to maintain doing it the right way in his eyes while doing it in a manner that he didn't want to do it, which is being loud. Like, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. You know, that's kind of how it is. But he didn't want...
Can I add, though, like, when you look at this thing in this team, their offense wasn't the problem. It never is. It's their defense. It's horrendous. And they fire Lou Anarumo, who I think is an excellent defensive coordinator and is going to be a great addition to another team that happens to be in your backyard. I think he's the absolute man. They fire Lou, and then they hire Al Golden, who everyone's like, this is great. But when you have Trey Hendrickson and then you draft a defensive end at 17th overall, those are pretty much your top 2 defensive players going into the season as far as what you have and what you hope for. If you have a guy in the top 20 you're taking at that position, and to not have either as camp starts is a major L. I don't care how you look at it, who wins this thing. To not have either one of those guys on the first day of training camp is a huge, huge L for the team. No matter who's right or wrong and what clause is written where, I don't care about any of that stuff. You're the worst defense in the division. You got lit up in every big game. Joe Burrow and that offense took care of business. I would think that this is looked as a great disappointment to not have those 2 players on the field.
Shrek, as you've always said, can't spell Bengals without L's.
That's right.
Can't do it.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what you've been saying, not me. I'm just saying you've.
Can't spell Morgan Whalen without an L either. I'm sorry about that one.
Well, 2 of them, actually, and it's Wallen. Jesus Christ, once again. All right? Okay. All right. That guy will come to your city and sell out your stadium.
I like that guy.
4 or
I like
5
that Tate McRae.
Well
That's
said,
what I
Trey.
want. That's what I want. That's
When he comes in on that second verse, I'm like, ooh.
Drake's into country music a little bit. Huh?
I listen to the Highway on Sirius. I love it. There's like 6 songs they play. That's all I know. So
Oh, little city cowboy up there. Okay, we like that, Triggs. We love that. Also, go ahead. Buy Dirt. Is that what you said?
like a song from like 10 years ago. Yeah, I just referenced it.
No, Jordan Davis. That's a great song.
Banger.
Yeah, it's a great song. And all these good songs you're referencing, the messaging and storyline through it all is that's what keeps it good.
It's beautiful.
Now there's old school country and there's contemporary country now because
Yeah, like, I don't know shit about Brooks and Dunn. Like I don't know anything about Alan Jackson.
Ma Maria?
Come on.
I love my modern country. I'm in on it. I love it.
Okay, so as somebody who's from New York City getting into the country world, you should learn a couple things about like George Strait, you know, and a couple other OG country folks.
Dolly.
So that when, Dolly's a great one. So whenever you get into a
Beyonce.
conversation, Beyonce, obviously Grammy Award-winning country musician, which has potentially created an entire another genre of Shabuzi, certainly good conversation to be had. Darius Rucker also, absolute dog around there.
Yep.
But you should just learn a couple things about the old school country so that whenever you get into the country world inevitably, which is seemingly pretty
I think
hospitable.
it's pretty much music right now. Like it's either country or hip hop.
It's
Like
summer,
that's
baby.
Yeah, it's summer every single time. But you learn some stuff about George Strait, you'll be right in there, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be right in there. And the country community is an awesome one as a chance because they all watch Game Day. So all these country musicians watch Game Day, and they all, not all of them, I guess, but every guy that I've met, big sports, like love the sports.
Zach Bryan just sold out the MetLife Stadium, which is all New Yorkers in Connecticut and New Jersey. Sold it out 3 different nights, and everyone who went said it was absolutely unbelievable. And Springsteen showed up, so you don't have to sell it to me. Like, I get it. Now, the 80s and 90s, I wish I had more of a knowledge. I did not grow up with it then.
Did Springsteen cut any promos out there? I know he was pissing some people off. That was awesome. Anyways, to the country music world, we appreciate you being awesome for us. I'm new to the world. I was not a big country fan growing up. And then you get a chance to meet these dudes and ladies, and then you get the songwriting process. You get to experience that like I did. Then the history down in Nashville, Music Row, the Ryman Theater Auditorium. I mean, there is like, it's a cool thing to learn about.
They do the CMAs. I think that's on ABC, or one of them's on ABC. You should be involved with that.
No, Peyton Manning's hosting that one, brother. Yeah, and he's got the accent, actually. Yeah, he's in there. All right, him and Luke Bryan got that thing unlocked. But the country music world, I think you could say that their award shows are the most star-studded. Like, they all buy in.
They all show?
They all buy in. Like, their shit is always great. It's a great community. I think there are a lot of really talented and good people. Now, let's get back to a little NFL chatter, shall we? There's some other outstanding contract situations that are taking place around the NFL with superstars, not just Trey Hendrickson. Go ahead, D-Butch.
Yeah, I know GM Adam Peters, head coach Dan Quinn just recently spoke. Didn't get a chance to watch that yet since we've been on air, but we know Terry McLaurin, he's been pissed off about his deal, not sure if he's going to show up or not. Any update there, what's going on with Terry and the Commanders?
Yeah, Adam had his press conference this morning and was very top line. We want Terry in camp. We appreciate Terry. These conversations are ongoing. But let's really peel the onion back here. This has been the first piece of adversity in Adam Peters, Dan Quinn, and Josh Harris's entire tenure when it comes to the football team on the field, where there's actually an unhappy player with his contract. And this one's tough, because McLaurin is the bridge from the dark days of what this organization was before these guys took over and before Jaden Daniels got there. And he was Jaden's number one guy and has done everything you could possibly ask for from a veteran wide receiver. In fact, he wore the C as a wide receiver, which is pretty rare, as the captain of the team, and is beloved. And Cliff loves him, and DQ loves him. All those guys love him. He's got a year left on his contract. He's looking at the numbers and saying, wait a second, I am not being paid what I'm deserved. That said, in a similar way as Trey Hendrickson, you look at the age, you look at the budget, you look at where we're going. They didn't account for an unhappy Terry McLaurin and a potential holdout from Terry McLaurin. They went and they got Deebo Samuel for a year. They got Laramie Tunzel. They went all in on those veterans thinking, okay, last year we put this together with a bunch of veteran pieces and we got lucky with a couple rookies and it worked out. It was great. Now we're going to ascend and we're going to go for it. Well, you can't go for it without Terry McLaurin on the field. From Terry's side, he has done everything right. He thinks he's paid well below, market rate for what he's produced. And yet, if you were to list the top 10 wide receivers, and I know ESPN did on a Jeremy Fowler poll, I don't know where you put Terry McLaurin. He's certainly not in that Jamar Chase, Malik Neighbors, Justin Jefferson, those top guys who are ascending.
Neighbors?
I don't know.
I put Neighbors in because he's a
New York bias.
Yeah, it sounds like you just watch a lot of New York Giants highlights, which I respect. Malik Neighbors might be a guy.
Garrett Wilson just got his number. Do you pay him what Garrett Wilson got?
More.
Or you pay him more? Okay.
More. Terry,
so
we are a show that thinks Terry is
I get it.
The guy. Effort.
Coming off career year.
Leader.
Everything he does. We are a Terry. You want Terry in your locker room, we think.
Absolutely.
Not that all these other guys you don't, but I'm just saying for who Terry is and what Terry is, and also the culture you're trying to establish, him being everything that it is, and he catches in traffic, he runs the hard routes, he's not scared to do it. It's like Terry McLaurin is a guy you want on your team. That is, we think very highly.
And you want happy on your team. You look at other teams like Philly, for instance, when you pay guys like Jordan early, you pay Saquon when you don't need to, you play Jalen Hurts early, that does something for the morale of the team. And when you have a rookie quarterback, Jaden Daniels, who's going to be on a rookie deal for at least another couple years, you bring in Tunsil, you bring in Deebo. This is a guy you want to come in there, be happy about his deal, and get paid. Yeah, Garrett earned it. All these guys earned it, but Terry has definitely
doesn't think Terry top 10.
Top 10 is wow. I got Terry top.
I'm asking if you put him there.
Hey, listen, I didn't put any numbers on this. I'm just saying, hey, are we doing that? That's what you just said.
Coming off a career year.
That's the debate, though. That's the debate. Do you pay him based on what he's been in the culture and say, hey, you know what? We know we just gave you, a giant contract 2 years ago, but let's redo it and give you even more because of it? Or do you say, hey, finish the contract and let's see where we're at the end of this thing? And all I'm saying is it might get done tomorrow. What I'm saying is Adam Peters and Dan Quinn and Lance Newmark and all those brilliant guys in D.C. who have done everything right since the day they got there, This is their first fork in the road moment, and it just happens to be with the model citizen and the face of the franchise going back not only since they got there, but years ago when this was a team that was in the dregs of society and in the NFL. McLaurin was the shining light and was like, don't worry, you could put me on anything, you could put me out there in public, and I will represent this franchise in the right way, when maybe previous ownership didn't and maybe some previous players on the team did not. So do you reward him for all that, or do you say, finish out the contract and we'll revisit this when we know what our budget is for next year?
This is Spotrac, I assume? No, what is this?
This is overthecap.com.
Overthecap.com.
What do they say? I can't read. I got the small eyes. What's it say?
Yeah, over the cap. So he's down at $23 million per year. He's going into his last year, so obviously his contract was signed 4 years ago, probably 5 years ago. Jamar Chase making $40 a year. He's making $23 too. I assume he wants to get into the 30s.
Probably mid-30s, I would assume.
34.
Right above Garrett.
And I would like to let the Washington Commanders know, currently their name, whatever, that if you guys don't want to pay it, we would here in Indianapolis.
Absolutely.
We would love him back here in Indianapolis. And I think there's a lot of other players. And you talked about this being their first thing they've had to figure out. There was a strongly worded Truth Social post that they're going to have to they're going to have to figure out as well as they piece that stadium together. But I'm excited to watch them do it. Good ownership group can lead through a lot of things. That is real. I think having great guidance at the top of a team matters. And this is one of those situations they're going to have to figure out, navigate. That stadium thing is going to have to be something they're going to have to navigate. That's real. The naming of the team is going to have to be something they navigate. It's like, this is, hey, here we go now. You had success. Now you're in it.
Josh Harris bought this team, and he bought them at a premium, and everyone was celebrating for the last 18 months. This has been it has been a world-class parade all the way to the NFC Championship game. This offseason, they made two big moves in getting Debo and Tunzel, and there is real Super Bowl talk between this stuff with the president and now this McLaurin stuff on the field. There's actual decisions to be made, and there might be some actual strife involved. It's not going to always be parades and roses and rainbows in the NFL. And for the first time in this new tenure, Washington is facing some of this. And I saw, the press secretary today came out, or yesterday, and she's like, the president is not kidding on this. And then the mayor came out today, and she's like, well, we're at the 1 yard line, and from what I gather, we're almost there. It's going to get... You want to predict how that's going to go? I'm not.
The president said, you ever watch Cardinals versus Steelers, Pittsburgh in the Super Bowl? You know what James Harrison did? That's at the 1 yard line.
Right.
I'll take that fucking ball all the way down the other side. I will take this thing the other way like James Harrison did. That is wild that is happening because they need a new stadium. Bad.
And they want a new stadium. It was the best news they could possibly ask for.
I think we all celebrated that they were getting a new stadium strictly because the lawsuit that was inevitable, whether it was the feces in the cups in the head or it was the actual barricades falling.
Almost took out a Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, it's legit. On that note, Ty has a question for you.
Yeah, Shregs, a lot of debate kind of came up this week and early last week about Jalen Hurts and how, he really, them winning the Super Bowl had nothing to do with him. It was the great defense. It was Saquon. It was his receivers. Even Sirianni, people are kind of coming back around and saying, like, hey, without Sirianni, this guy's nothing. Why do you think that has become the narrative with Jalen Hurts after he won a Super Bowl? And do you think people are ever going to kind of give him his flowers as one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, or do you think we're just going to continually have this conversation over and over again, given how good the Eagles' roster is?
I have like a meta take on this, and it's kind of like a sports media story more than a Jalen Hurts story. That list came out. He was put at number 9. I was hosting Get Up last week because...
Great work. You did a great job.
Yep.
Thanks, bro. I loved it. It was fun.
You did well.
My big thing was, like, if you have a qualm with, Jaden Daniels, who's only 1 year in, being above Jalen Hurts, I get it. And if you think he's better than Justin Herbert, totally. I'll give you that. But by and large, like, you're not putting Jalen Hurts in the same conversation as maybe Lamar or Burrow or Mahomes or Allen and whatever. Then everyone got super defensive. I just don't know who the person hating on Jalen Hurts is. Is there a person in the media who's like, Jalen Hurts sucks? Is there a feeling in the media that Jalen Hurts sucks? I feel like this is what we call a straw man. And it is what the Eagles use for motivation. It's what Eagles fans use for motivation. If you're so sure that Jalen Hurts is being disrespected, show me the article or the person who has said a negative word about Jalen Hurts since that Super Bowl performance where, by and large, he outplayed Patrick Mahomes. Not for the first time, but for the second time, and did everything you could possibly ask. My theory on the Eagles, and it goes with Sirianni, who I thought was great at the ESPYs as well, and I saw you guys posted some photos. I know you appreciate Nick's work. I'm a huge Sirianni fan. They are the perfect coach and quarterback for that team. So if you want to play fantasy football and say that, he wouldn't do what he does if he wasn't on the Eagles, well, he is on the Eagles. It's the same thing as like someone walking, down like Beverly Hills and being like, I don't like that $20 million house. Well, guess what, buddy? You're never getting a $20 million house. It doesn't matter. Like, this doesn't affect you. It doesn't impact you. The Eagles have Jalen Hurts. He's paid top dollar. He is fantastic. They are Super Bowl champions, and they have Nick Sirianni, who's paid top dollar, and they're Super Bowl. You can hate all you want, but I don't have the person who's like denigrating either one of them. I just think it's a good argument to be making that he's disrespected or dismissed. I thought 9 was about right. If you want to say he should be 7 or 5, fine. But he's not 1, 2, 3, or 4 if you're looking at it that way. That's my take.
Interesting takes. Obviously, I love you starting the pod as you're hosting First Take. You jumped right in there.
Hell yeah.
You said, I've been watching. I understand what the game is. Let me go ahead and put a list out here. Super Bowl champ.
List season,
he's
baby.
Almost not in top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. He dropped a dime in the second half to basically cement that game on the biggest stage and everything like that. I get it. But you putting him above Joe Burrow?
I don't think so.
You putting him above Josh Allen? You put him above Lamar Jackson? You put him above Patrick Mahomes? I think it's tough to do strictly because we have so much great young quarterback play happening around the NFL right now. But Jalen Hurts being an absolute dog in Philadelphia is awesome.
And all the while, Pat, like, we're doing this and we're screaming on TV and the tweets are going nuts and the whole thing. Jalen Hurts is posing for photos in Greece with Michael Jordan. I'm like, who's getting the last laugh here? Do you think he's really hung up on this? Like, he's fine and they're fine. And you've got Nick Sirianni at the ESPYs accepting awards, having a good time. By the way, appreciated what you said on Shane Gillis yesterday. If you don't like it, you don't like it. He's a comedian. He was funny as hell.
Yeah, we're laughing, dude. It's funny. It's funny. It's like that is.
They're jokes.
He's not allowed to say that. A joke? We're not allowed to say a joke anymore. Got it. I know that it was happening there for a bit. But I think we all kind of said we're not doing that anymore, right? Then we all kind of moved by. We all kind of realized that life is much more,
Life is short.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah,
Fun.
exactly. Yeah, you don't have to hate everything all the time. You're allowed to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of DJ Khaled's run right now. I don't know if you guys have been following along. He's in the middle of making
Not
an
anymore.
album. He's been on 40.
You're out on DJ Khaled?
What's that?
You out on DJ
What
Khaled?
happened?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what was it?
Some things.
Anyways,
Scratch golfer.
He's been traveling to 4 or 5. All he's doing is on his album tour. I don't know if we're ever getting one. I mean, he's been promoting making this album for a long time.
PR.
But his big move is you're allowed to be happy. That's what he's been saying. It's okay to be happy, I think, is like his message. And it's like, that's a good message there, DJ Khaled. It is okay to be happy. You're also allowed to be pissed off. But doesn't mean that the thing that pisses you off should just not be allowed to exist anymore. But we love your passion.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move along to another topic that we love. You just mentioned a man, Josh Allen, there. Go ahead, Convan.
Yeah, sure. Go. Let's head up to Buffalo. They actually just announced that they're going to be bringing back their red helmets this season. I assume everyone in Buffalo, all Bills fans, have been waiting for this for a long time. Usually Josh Allen does come out with this thing on with the sweet visor during training camp, so that's sweet. Then there was a photo released of the stadium, and it makes their current stadium basically look like a Texas high school stadium. Still very nice, still worth a lot of money, but not what their new one will be.
I would like to say that this picture is a perfect depiction of why teams and cities are looking for a new stadium, especially if they're outdated. It's like, hey, this is literally what's possible nowadays with what we had back in the day. This is like a perfect, if cities are pitching for a new stadium, it's like, hey, just look at what we can do nowadays with engineering and everything we have versus what we were able to do back then. Congrats to the Buffalo area on getting this new stadium. It looks electrifying. And these Bisons, from what I've heard, chests are going to be high. Now, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're growing a bit. No, but to your point, like if you pull that photo back up, if you look at the location of the old stadium too, like, hey, no could probably fit there? Casino, maybe a hotel, maybe some restaurants. Like the amount of
good casinos in New York.
Yeah, great place for it. It's wide open right there. But talking of Buffalo, Schrager, it feels like the only problem they really have right now is James Cook is a hold in, even though now looking at it from the outside, damn near this is kind of the way to do it peacefully, if you will, in this day and age now. But with James Cook being the only question mark, how do you feel about Buffalo? They got Josh Palmer in free agency from L.A. That's kind of what was one of their big signings when it came to the offensive side. But do you think this is the year for Buffalo? Is this gonna be the season where they can finally talk some kind of legitimate shit to Patriots fans, or do you think that the Buffalo Bills still are gonna try and figure it out and then inevitably get down to the AFC Championship?
Look, I think the AFC East will be better than it was last year when you had two horrendous teams in the Patriots and the Jets, and the Dolphins didn't live up to expectations. So I think the competition is going to be a little harder in the division. But if I had to scope it out right now, looking at the AFC and how loaded the North is and how loaded the West is, I would think that the Bills have the inner track on that 1 seed. And it's not going to be the Chiefs as the 1 seed, and it won't be the Ravens as the 1 seed. That the Bills can still take care of their business, do what they do, and secure home field advantage. And then it goes through Buffalo in January, and that's the ultimate hope. And they had that 2 years ago.
Yep.
And they lost, obviously in that heartbreaker to the Chiefs in the divisional round. And then, of course, you look at what happened last year, and they had to go into Arrowhead, and it didn't work out the way they wanted, and they lose in that round. I would think they are going to be, if not the 1 seed, they'll be the 2 seed. To me, everyone's back from the coaching staff. They bring all this great talent back on the field. Josh is married and happy and financially secure. Losses like Mac Hollins, I don't know if he was their leading touchdown guy, and Mac Hollins had a great, but they were so deep at wide receiver that you have to think that the Bills are going to be right back where they were. They just have to get over the hump. And I did a list of top 5 storylines last week on Get Up, and I thought this is number 2. It's Josh and it's Lamar together in the same conversation. At some point, you have your Michael Jordan moment where you beat Isaiah and Dumars, and at some point you have your LeBron moment where you get past the Celtics and the Pistons and you do it. At some point they have to do it to really cement this thing. And I feel like this is the year for Buffalo, and it's all there in the cards. They just have to get there again.
Are the Chiefs dead, Shrakes, because they lost in the Super Bowl? They're the reigning AFC champions. Everybody, and if we've seen Travis, we're thinking to ourselves,
how about someone looking
good,
in shape, yeah,
and tall and sweet. That's a good way to describe that. Travis looks sweet right now. Looks taller than he's ever looked, which might mean he looks leaner than he's been in some time. Patrick Mahomes has had an entire offseason of nobody expecting shit from the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, and last taste of football that he has, ass beating by the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, what Schrager's saying too about how Jordan beat Isaiah Thomas and LeBron beat the Celtics and the Pistons. In this situation, Mahomes is more so the Jordan and LeBron, and Josh Allen is more so the Isaiah Thomas. Dumars just hasn't gotten it done yet.
And there's a chance Josh Allen's career ends with him winning 6 straight Super Bowls.
Bingo.
There's a chance that their team could.
I'll give you this on Mahomes.
But then there's a chance Patrick Mahomes wins for the next 15 years.
And he never gets to a
Mahomes has been to 7 straight conference championship games. I mean, insane stuff.
It's pretty good. It's all he's ever done.
He just goes.
It's crazy.
Here's the thing on Mahomes. So you're seeing there's this new documentary on the Chiefs run for 3 that's going to be on ESPN and Disney Plus. I believe they announced it yesterday. It's going to be on August 14th. I have a friend who worked on that.
Really? That's cool.
And it's going to be amazing. And I saw some sneak peek stuff, but this is the cool story, and I don't think they'd have a problem with me sharing this.
Spoiler!
They lose the Super Bowl, and it's walking out of that stadium the way it went. Brett Veach is beside himself. Mahomes is beside himself. Chris Jones is devastated. They have Tuesday morning, Mahomes is in the gym, and Mahomes is working out. Remember, the Super Bowl ends Sunday night at 1 a.m., and they've got their cameras here for this kingdom, this whole thing, which I think is going to be awesome. And Mahomes is working out that Tuesday morning. And this is the same stuff that you might say, oh, whatever, every player is. This is Michael Jordan last dance stuff. This is when we lose to the Pistons, we get in the gym that morning and we encourage Scottie Pippen to get and follow the lead. We encourage Horace Grant. I just think they are so dialed in, and they had that picture of him at the party with Brittany and he's got a little dad bod, and everyone had their fun with that. He reads and hears everything. Mahomes is a killer. I think this is actually the last thing you want to do is start questioning Mahomes' dedication or his fitness and what they have, because truth be told, they got better on the offensive line. They're going to have healthy wide receivers. They added some talent on the defensive side. I don't know. Kansas City, you start questioning them and you start considering how they lost that Super Bowl and how embarrassed they were. I wouldn't be shocked if they come out guns blazing to start the season.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped to watch this particular team. Legit. I don't know who's blocking in that whole thing for him. Let's assume Andy Reid will figure that all out. I just have faith in Veach and Andy Reid. But Patrick Mahomes being the guy that is washed in some people's eyes. It's a cool little thing. That's a cool little thing for Patrick Mahomes to get to. Oh, is something right?
Like, what can you do? You have to find ways to motivate yourself. And what's going to motivate me? What's the chip on the shoulder this year? Well, it might as well be everyone taking a crap all over me and my physique. You know, like whatever it is.
They
whatever
took
you
a crap
can
on it? You're saying like through a hammock?
Figuratively speaking.
We're talking antivirus.
Yeah, I'm not related to him. But I did see that he enjoyed that type of stuff.
Sure. Through a hammock. They mush it through there?
To each their own.
Do you feel like there's really a contingent of people who are really counting like Mahomes and the Chiefs? Like, the best is behind. Is that like real?
Broncos are the most bet team to win a division in the NFL.
Boom.
What are their odds? Their odds are probably like
Plus
awesome.
240.
And what are the Chiefs' odds to win?
Probably even.
Minus 240.
So I don't know, but I think people watch the ass beating of the Super Bowl, and I think we're a pretty simple species, humans. We see
I think the Ravens are the favorite over them in the AFC. I think the Eagles, like they're not the Super Bowl favorites out of the AFC this year. That's based on what Las Vegas is saying, not even my opinion.
Oh, yeah, because Baltimore signed Chuck Pagano.
That's right.
We did.
This offseason. That fucking odds moved.
I mean, they're all the same.
time.
They're all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, the third team, you know, and that's not disrespectful. It's just those two teams. People think they're going to break through. Maybe that's fair.
Yeah,
they're plus 750. I haven't seen one bad thing about Mahomes this year. I remember the body thing, Schrager, but you just said that their O-line's going to be better. And last year, all we did was talk about how Joe Tooney might be the greatest left guard in the history of football. Like, how is their O-line better when they lose a Hall of Fame guard?
That's fair. I'm talking about the left side. I mean, they got Josh Simmons in the draft, obviously.
You got me.
Tooney is, and he was their MVP last year. He stepped in and played left tackle, but eventually, I'm like, wait a second. Nah, you know what?
That's a pretty good call there, man. Pretty good question mark. Pretty good question mark.
Right? The draft is about
Once again, though, we just assume Veach and Andy Reid will figure it out.
They could draft two guards in the fifth round, and I would think that one of those two guys.
Now, they could draft two guards. Not that Veach would ever miss like this, but there's a chance you draft a guard to replace him, and the guy stinks. It doesn't fit in with your group. Like the offensive line is so fickle and so important, I think.
They have done such a good job drafting. You have to give them the faith on that. But I was thinking more the left side, where Tooney was playing out of position and it was unbelievable. And they got two different guys. They got Moore, the free agent, and then of course Simmons, who everyone says if he's healthy and when he's healthy is probably the steal of the draft at that part in the draft. So we'll see.
I saw Jordan Mailata.
Yep. Oh, God. Holy shit! He's a big sumbitch.
How is that allowed? How is it? And he played rugby. He can punt.
How does you have the rugby highlights?
What did he say? No, that was the guy we talked to from Australia. He said he had a cracking left foot.
Mm-hmm. Also a legend.
Absolutely.
Also a weapon.
Who was that? Who's from Australia? You just met one of his boys?
No, this is not one. This is another Aussie that was out there. I don't want to give it away too much. The guy's awesome.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
The world will meet him through this show at some point. That was my first time meeting him, and I'm like, would like this guy in my life a little bit more. I have a cracking left foot, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Cracking left foot. But Mailata, I believe he played rugby, right? He's a rugby guy?
Yeah.
Rugby.
Could you imagine no pads trying to tackle that thing?
No.
Good luck.
So he's gigantic. Sings.
He's on the Rabbitohs. That was his team, the Rabbitohs. I remember. We did a bunch on him.
He was out at the ESPYs. I saw him a bunch. He was cool. Mm-hmm. Incredibly
massive dude. Cool guy.
Got so good at football. Loved Stoutland. Stoutland, the O-line coach. He's like, well, he's basically do whatever he says, man. I'm like, that's smart. Feels like that's good play.
Jalen Carter. We talked about it a little bit.
Jalen Carter, he's more built like Aaron Donald than I thought. Mm-hmm. I thought he would be taller.
Not 340. He's like, he's nimble.
He's like Aaron Donald. So whenever you see him, he clearly has leverage on everybody.
I thought he was 6'8".
And then, me too.
In my mind, the stories you hear, Baby Rhino, everything, it's like, okay, this guy is massive.
No, he's just wildly strong.
Yeah, very strong.
He might be the strongest guy because when
he might be the best defensive lineman in football.
I mean, the best defensive player.
Yeah, no question. And you meet him, and he's just like, holy, what a weapon! Yeah. That entire Eagles team was there. It's like, why weren't you at the ESPYs? That feels like a Schrager, doesn't it?
It totally is. I would be there in like a gold suit. Unfortunately, I was hosting. I was hosting Get Up that day, so I was doing the Derby stuff while you were at the Derby. I was doing Get Up, so I was always like starting the day for the Pat McAfee Show of later in the day.
Oh, very nice of you kicking that off. You could have used our set, though, at both these places to do these shows.
Fair enough. Okay, next year. I saw Kirk Herbstreit putting. I was jealous. I wanted to get in on all that. That looked fun.
Kirk Herbstreit, fresh out of a 5-month hiatus.
Mm-hmm. Must be nice. Oh man, those guys like
he earned it. 30 years. 30 years. 30 years. 30 years. 30 years. He's earned it. He's earned it. I think. That's
he worked his ass off during the season.
That's all I keep telling him is like, you've earned this just disappearing for 5 months, going to 50 different beaches, golfing.
Pat, who is the coolest guy you hadn't met or gal at the ESPYs? Not like first time you met.
Jerry Jeudy.
By a mile.
By a mile. Jerry Judy's the guy. Yeah, we love Jerry.
I want Jerry Jeudy in a New England Patriots or Colts or Packers or Steelers or any of D-Butch teams so bad so we can follow him.
Yeah, I'm pulling for the Browns now because Jerry Jeudy, to be honest.
Tell me, what about him? Just electric personality? What?
He's a South Florida boy. I mean, that is that is all you need to know. That is all.
Yeah. Who's the coolest guy you know, Schrager?
The coolest guy I know, Jerry Jeudy, apparently.
Triple it. Yeah, that's
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Good answer.
He was awesome. I saw him. I was in the elevator upon check-in with him and his crew. And the interaction between us was epic. I mean, it was sweet interaction. He had a great group around him. So then I go to my room, and then I get changed like 15, 20 minutes, come back to the elevator. We're in this elevator going back down. Same exact plans, whatever it was. We're going to our room, then we're coming back down. So I spent a lot of time with Jerry Jeudy immediately upon getting in. Pretty personal space, so a lot of chit-chat. Then we leave the place. I come back. Jerry Jeudy and his boys are right in the middle of the lobby. Yep. Like literally. So I see him again. So I'm like, hey, we're doing a show tomorrow. Just come through whenever you want to come through. We'd love to have you or whatever. He goes, all right, bet. Then next morning I wake up.
There he
fucking
is.
Jerry Jeudy. Again, I saw him again. It was like our schedules were the exact same. There's hundreds of people in this hotel, if not thousands of people in this hotel at this time. Everybody has different things. Me and Jerry Judy's schedules were just like at the exact same time. He was going to get a workout in. He was like, when I get back from this workout, I'll come over. I'm like, sweet. He went over to UCLA, I think. Then he came back, walked over. Was not a golfer at all. Rolled a pretty good couple putts.
Not bad.
And then we go to the ESPYs. He's sitting right behind us. Yep. I mean, it was just like, this guy was awesome. He was cool the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. That's a story I love, Pat, because, we know these guys as fantasy football players, what they do on Sundays, but I love hearing that off the field in July, this guy was the man.
Electric. And he was just trying to literally, and then we go to Shane's after party. Jerry Judy's there. I mean, it was right? Literally, we saw him everywhere. And every time, by the end of it, it was like, Jerry, what up, man? What up, man, Jerry? I think Connor even
when we were at the ESPYs, because since he came on the program to do the putting on Wednesday, when we were at the ESPYs, I just saw him wandering around. So I was like, Jerry, over here. Which, we never do when we're in these.
And then he came and joined us.
And then he came over and he hung out for 20 minutes before we went in.
Yeah, I felt like Jerry Judy's the guy that I'm pulling for this year, strictly after the
quarterback. Yeah, got to figure it out.
What's that?
Got to figure out a quarterback.
They got 4 quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's right. You got 4, you got 1.
And I tried to get it out of him. Who's been doing what? Who's separating themselves? And he said, great group of guys. But he's coming off a career year. Since he's coming to the league, that's kind of been the thing. You obviously, as a wide receiver, you need a good quarterback, need a good play caller, good offensive line. But when he was coming out in that draft, and even when he was at Bama, he was picked as one of the next guys. So glad he got paid. And as a wide receiver, you always want to see good wide receivers play with good quarterbacks, a good organization.
My first time talking to him in that elevator, I was like, "Do you live out here, or where do you live in the off season?" And he goes, "I'm a Florida boy, you know that." Mm-hmm. That was his only answer. And I started laughing. I was like, of course, I get it. You fucking Florida people, I get it.
You did game day, obviously, with him a million times, and he was killer. But I've met him several times. Tell the audience, Shane Gillis is the most normal guy you'll ever meet. The best. Just incredible. Just as if he had never been a superstar and isn't selling out stadiums. Every interaction I've had with him, he is just the coolest, most low-key, hilarious guy.
Shane is hilarious. He's the right guy for the job.
No doubt.
That's just why he's the right guy for his job that he is doing currently. He is the right guy for it. And, we've known him a while now. Very lucky to know him for a long time. Football guy, dude. He's a football guy. Mm-hmm. You hear some of the locker room when you hear Shane talking. Yeah. The locker room in 2004, 5, 6.
The best locker.
It's like a nostalgia trip every time he's talking. It's like, we're right back in it.
When I spoke to him last year, his conversation, he wanted to ask me how I was at the college football video game because he had just gotten it and was so into it. I'm like, that's a normal guy. All right, you're playing the college football video game.
Also, he would beat the fucking brakes off you in that game, I would assume. There's been a couple times I've talked to him and we're gaming and I have to get an answer out of him.
Sorry, dude. Third down.
Sorry, what's that? then we're back in there. It's like, all right, good luck out there, man. I'm pulling for you. He's the right man for the job, as are you. We appreciate you joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, insider analyst Peter Schrager.
Yeah, Schrager.
Love when Schrager comes on.
Yeah, he's the man.
Talk about everything. All right, we'll continue digitally, YouTube, ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, and TikTok live on this glorious Training Camp Tuesday. 26 teams reported today. What will we talk about tomorrow? Well, probably the final 2 teams reporting and all the other shit that's going on. Will Trey Hendrickson be an employed football player tomorrow?
No.
Or is he just retire and say, I'm gone? We'll see. What it's Cliff.
Yeah, oh my God.
Perfect.
Great tease.
We'll see. Because he could just retire. What if he goes out on a boat today, catches a swordfish, posts a photo holding that thing? This is my new profession. I retire. Toss the swordfish back out there. Maybe puts Brian's face on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Toss it back in.
Fuck this. KVD reaches out. Hey, man, saw the fish you pull. I think you got a lot of talent. I want to take you under my wing.
Yeah, Kevin Van Dam might see
$35
some
million a
potential.
year. It's out there fishing.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Have you seen what those guys in Ohio did? They were trying to rack it up. But they were,
Yeah.
They're putting the weights in the fish.
Are they still free men? Or
They're in jail.
Like,
KVD shot him in the head with a hook.
Trey might get traded tomorrow.
Maybe. What age?
How would that? I guess. I guess if someone he would have to agree. The new team would have to agree, most likely, to give him a new deal.
Yeah, that's
obviously.
classic. This situation here.
You think it would happen?
Yeah.
I think he's like, hey, he said it since Radio
He would
Row.
love it. No, I think he would love it.
There's a couple
Absolutely.
teams
I'm just
that
saying, I don't know if
really
it's
need
going to happen.
Yeah.
Commanders, Panthers,
Packers.
Bengals really need edge rushers too.
They do
don't
too,
have
but they
any
don't want
right
to pay theirs.
AJ, speaking as a Cincinnati Bengals fan, yeah, we're one of those teams. We drafted a guy. He's still not in the building.
But it's just ignorant to think like tomorrow all of a sudden this is going to get. This has been going on since the Super Bowl, and Schrags just said it like, hey, they're not giving in to what he wants at all. And I think him leaving, it's like he's far past giving in to what they want. Like
I think Mike Brown said that too.
Yeah.
It's hard to see.
Goofy, I
Should we
should
get that guy a hat?
Yeah. Well, Mike Brown.
He was indoors. He's trying to pay respect.
Isn't Trey fined a shit ton under the new CBA too for actually not being there? Like, because that's why all the hold-ins happen.
I
instead of
assume he's
hold-outs.
willing to take the
I assume so
game
too,
checks
yeah.
gone. You know.
I mean, but Mike Brown acting like, hey, this guy needs to play his contract. He signed a contract. And I get that. This isn't how it works in the NFL for any of these guys. Like they get
And on their side, the way they view contracts, you cut guys, you sign guys, you sign 100 guys to contracts every single day, every single year.
Yeah, like he going into the last year, you get a new contract.
Now, granted, I think what Mr. Brown also wasn't referencing is, so we told him the last 2 years, we'd get him next year.
Big deal. I lied.
That happens.
I lie all the time.
Guess what we told him again this year? We'll get you next year.
Yeah. He bought it. He's an idiot. He bought it.
We're not getting him this year.
Led the league in sacks.
Well, we'll get you next year.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a free agent next year. Everybody has. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We'll get you.
We priced you right whenever we gave you that deal. Well, why'd you tell me the last 2 offseasons you give me next year? We thought maybe we would.
It shut you up, didn't it?
The Shamar Stewart thing. I love him going. His representation's telling him something that doesn't make any sense to us, but it's not Shamar's fault. It is the people around him's fault, and I don't even know how we get past that, is what the Bengals. That sounds like it's a dire situation as well.
Yeah, it does.
Unless Shamar could babyface this. Shamar could babyface this. Now, it involved getting new representation.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be an easy way to kind of do it. And I'm not saying you should do that. I understand him and his agent probably have a great relationship, and they obviously trust each other mightily to cause this big of a situation. But if Shamar, the player, really wanted to babyface this thing, easy. New representation, yada, yada, this is what we want to do. I'm committed to the Bengals. And then that thing turns immediately. Now, I'm not saying the agent necessarily wants to be the bad cop in this whole thing, but if we're trying to make Shamar babyface in Cincinnati quickly, that can happen. That is something that can. The Trey Hendrickson thing, I don't know if there's any.
No.
That feels not good.
That's done.
That feels not good. So maybe he is traded tomorrow.
Could be.
Do you think Shamar, and I don't think this is the case, but do you think it's possible
Sure
that...
feels like this is something that...
No, I'm just saying.
this is something.
No, he just throwing it out.
Do you think it's
Listen, I
possible
love the guy.
that like he planned to rob a bank in 3 years? And he was just, I'm not signing this thing.
And do you think he told the...
He told him
that?
Kinda how the
Hey,
Bengals are
I'm going to be
treated.
good. I'm going to give everything I got to you guys for the next 2 years. Year 3, I am planning to rob a bank.
So, Mr. Brown, have you ever seen the movie Inside Man? Okay, this guy moves into the bank.
Yeah, takes time.
While robbing the bank.
Yeah.
I always have wanted to find out if that is executable. So I'm going to try that in the next 4 or 5 years. That's just a heads up. You take that information however you want. Mike Brown goes, thank you for that information.
If I get arrested, I would still like to be paid.
I saw you didn't have that clause in your contract, so you will have to pay me.
So Mike Brown goes back into the think tank. He goes, can't pay this guy. He told me he's going to fucking rob a bank.
He's serious.
You want me to pay a guy that's in prison for robbing a bank? I don't think so. And then he even said, what's the one these players like to do nowadays when he's talking about laws?
He did. He did.
Did you hear that?
Which part is that? I listened. I don't know if I remember that part.
I don't want to play it because it's so terrible.
It's
It is very bad. It's like if a guy goes to prison for, and then he says something, he goes, that's seemingly what everybody's doing these days.
That's the only one I can think of.
Yeah, I'm serious. This whole thing is a nightmare, PR-wise. Like
a really bad thing, too.
Yeah, it's not good. Not a good thing. Not a good thing.
Isn't there normal conduct detrimental to the team situations? Is this above and beyond that they're trying to ask Shamar or what?
So I think that conduct detrimental void penalties for rookie contracts is in what we heard, like half the league. The Bengals not being a part of that half until this year is a surprise to all of us. We would assume that the Bengals would have been in the, hey, we can void guarantees if you do something. Because that is the Bengals' MO too. How can we save as much money as possible, especially if it's free? If it's available, you would think that the Bengals would utilize it. That is kind of, so the Bengals try to utilize that this year. They didn't do it last year. This is from how we understand the story at this moment, okay, from hearing from both sides. So now he's being told, we're not your guinea pigs for something new. But if he was drafted to 15 other teams, they would have done it as well. So it's a tough thing to kind of, I think, rally, allegedly, yeah. It's a tough thing to rally with the information that we have right now. But right now it's like conduct detrimental, they can use that against you for the rest of your life. I got conduct detrimental for a tweet that is still on the internet.
Same.
I did not delete the tweet. It was a good tweet. And then I get a $50,000 fine for conduct detrimental. What team was this detrimental to? I didn't think this was not. Well, you can't do that. Well, I'm not taking it down. I don't think it's wrong at all. It was a distraction. That's detrimental. A distraction to who? I played my best fucking game. Well, it misrepresented who we are. It's detrimental to the team. I'm like, oh, so you can just use this.
You had a tweet too? That got
You can just use this for anything.
Actually, to a Bengal, former Bengal. Me and Ocho kind of going back and forth.
And you're fine for it?
And yeah.
Why don't you let him know? Just wait till we run cover 2 on you, motherfucker.
He was kind of saying, like, yeah, double team, blah, blah. And I was like, it's going to be me and you. Me and you, no double team, blah. And Bill was like, he waited till like Saturday. We used to do a Saturday walkthrough. We would be, Saturday pregame kind of walkthrough. And he just waited and, Buck, come here. Boom. Had like just the sheets of just the back and forth printed out from fucking Burge. I gave it to him. And then it just went down and then conduct detrimental. He told me I was basically giving away the game plan essentially. But it was worth it. We won the game.
Still up there.
Yeah.
I got one of these printed out to me as well. Well, he had one for himself, and he slid it across the table for me to look at. Wanted to watch me take in what I was looking at, and what I saw was a phenomenal post. Fucking great caption.
Did you say
that's
thank
fucking
you?
perfectly
It's
captioned.
a great picture.
You say pretty good, right?
Perfectly captioned. The photo of the electrical outlet as if I was Mr. Kennedy! Kennedy! It was awesome. If you knew wrestling, it was beautiful. I even blurred out all the other stuff so it looked like it was a portrait photo.
Oh.
Caption was spot on for what my life would become whenever I retired as well. So I looked at that thing and I was like, yeah, I should frame this fucking thing. And that was not the way it went. It went the complete opposite way.
Worth it.
Certainly was.
Mine wasn't worth it. It was Ocho had like $140 on me. I mean,
that was detrimental.
It was a blowout. They were down like 30 at halftime. So Carson just back there. We playing 2-man. Just a
lot of those.
Yeah. Well, let's get the hell out of here, huh?
Hell yeah.
This guy could get arrested.
Can they get super specific? How specific can you get? Could you go back and say, hey, all right, if I am convicted of a crime, you don't owe me my guarantees? Like, does it get that? Like in depth?
I guess in negotiations, it can be anything, right? Like we had to negotiate actual words on what we were allowed to say and what we weren't allowed to say. And that was like, I sent a pool of words that I would like to be said. They responded. I took a stand. I gave some up. And then those words were put into the contract. Okay?
Okay.
So yes, I think you can add anything into a contract like that. But I assume the Browns are going to think of a lot of different. What if he goes swimming and drowns, dies? I don't want to pay a dead guy.
No way.
What if this guy?
You think his
Like the amount of things they could continue to think of. What if he gets on a train and in a moment of panic he gets out of the train, jumps in front of the train, gets run over by the train? I don't want to pay a guy that just got run over by a fucking train. Do you want to pay a guy that run over?
He's
They can think of any. Jerry Jones saying he get hit by a car. Think of these billionaires. He can get hit by a car. He can get arrested. He can get shot in the face. He can drown. All these things. It's like, yo, you got to pay people. Like, this is how it works. This is the game.
Well, and then you hear Shamar Stewart talk, and it's like, oh, okay.
We love
So I definitely think this guy knows what he's doing, but it's just that middleman. You nenever know what's happening with who's in Shamar's ear. And
What's that called? A reliable
narrator.
Narrator, yeah. A reliable narrator is a big deal because they're the ones reading through the contract, explaining what is going on. Just like whenever somebody decides to summarize an article or a bill or anything that's happening, it's like you got to be very careful about who you're trusting that is summarizing it. What pieces of information are they leaving out? What piece of information are they presenting? What story are they trying to tell? Like, you have to have a reliable person telling you those things. And everything we've heard from Shamar, we love. Seems very smart and clever, charming. And that is a promo from Rob Van Dam about the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
All-timer.
But it was like, whenever we first heard this about Shamar, I think our immediate reaction was like, dude, it's the NFL.
What do you do?
Yeah.
Come on. This league will exist without you.
This young dipshit needs to shut his mouth inside his contract.
Then we heard him talk, and we're like, holy fuck.
This guy's very eloquent.
We really like that guy. We really like that guy.
Very rational human, yeah.
And then we started hearing the entire thing, and it's like, oh, I don't know. And then we start getting more information about more teams doing it. It's like,
the agent.
Don't want this to go bad. We like Shamar. We think he could be a great NFL player if he plays right. Just needs a bunch of reps. But also, this doesn't feel like the hill you want to die on to start your entire NFL career. You obviously wish you would have went to a team that is still going to give you your guarantees if something happens, but feels like from what we've been told, it's less than half. So it's like, what situation are you really in? What war do you want to start? Pros and cons. How do you want to do it? It's just very fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
Just to start your career.
Only 2 unsigned guys, right?
Yep.
The whole class?
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Quinchon.
And Judkins.
Yeah, they got it figured out. Got you.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Need him. They need him on the field. He knows that. Don't you think his agent and Shamar, they understand? Like, hey, they have some leverage here, I guess.
Well, that's like Shuck. Shuck might be their starter.
Yeah.
So he had like real leverage, everybody thought. Because he was going to be able to work. So then all the other second rounders were like,
yep.
He's going to get
this guy's later than us, right? He's a starting quarter. That New Orleans situation's fascinating. I'll be excited to see what they are this year.
Man.
Yeah.
I believe they're
still got a lot of dogs.
I believe they're
no one's expecting much. They could surprise some people. For real, people are like forgetting about them, I feel like.
They still have dogs on their team.
Yeah, two of those. D-Butt.
D-Butt.
Their quarterback room's loaded.
You think Governor Jet Landry going to have bad football teams right there?
Training camp, everybody, 32 teams. What did Tone say earlier? Who Jets can win it. Everybody.
Governor Jet Landry's going to make sure that Superdome is as super as possible.
Yeah, and it will be super, but...
Did you see... let's move on. Let's get out of here.
What we're going to see.
Oh, man.
Well, we talked about a Truth Social post yesterday about a name of a team.
Yeah.
And we just read it for what it was. I got a couple emails from people saying I shouldn't say that word. Okay? Which I understand. There's passion on both sides of it. I believe President Trump was just nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize by Native Americans. I believe.
Is that real?
I believe that just happened.
Wow.
And Governor Jeff Landry was the one that announced that because I believe that particular group is based in Louisiana. So it's an interesting time to be alive right now for sure. We're trying to get it right, But boy, how could you? How the fuck can you?
How could you?
How can you? I have no idea. But just know all we're trying to do is make every day a little better. And we appreciate everybody that follows along. We're the luckiest dudes on earth that we get to talk about sports every single day. We love sports. Sports are happening in a big way all the time. AJ, great hair. You growing it out this year?
Wait.
Yeah, I don't know.
What? Before we get out, you mentioned. No, it's not like that. You mentioned drowning. Lost a legend.
Yeah, for sure.
Malcolm Jamal, Warner, man.
Oh my God.
Be safe out there. Absolute legend. I grew up, I'm sure we all watched the Cosbys growing up, but he, Theo, absolute legend. So that was tough yesterday. Got that news, I think, right after we got on the show when we went in the think tank, and all of us kind of had the similar reaction. So obviously be safe when you're out there swimming anywhere, especially in the ocean, but tough loss to everybody out there. So rest in peace to an absolute legend.
Yeah, rest in peace. Society lost a great one.
Mm-hmm.
The water shit.
Scary.
So scary.
Ocean is scary. Yeah.
So the riptide thing, you know, like you have no idea what's going on underneath that water. No idea. So I live on water now, about 45 minutes north here. There's a lake that I live on. And every once in a while, the tide will get rolling in there. And you see people get in the water and then them just rolling. It's like, what's that come from? It's a lake. What's it? You have no idea. And then it'll just flip and go the other way.
Yeah.
It's scary. And that sucks for society. Sucks for society. Also, breaking news. I believe Ozzy Osbourne has passed away.
No way. He just did his last.
Yeah, last concert.
Yeah, they went home. And age of 76, Ozzy Osbourne has sadly passed away, says discussing film. Sat down and performed, what was that, last weekend?
Yeah.
I think over in England, and they're coming home. Basically every rock band that is alive went over there and celebrated him and his band. And man, I remember the reality show. I remember Sharon!
Yeah.
The whole thing. What a weapon. Well, rest in peace to the legends that we lose.
Yep.
And let's enjoy the hell out of the days that we have. We have no idea what's tomorrow, right?
True. Very true.
Be a friend, tell a friend something nice about change your life. Run this thing together. Team on me. Team on three. 1, 2, 3. Team. Goodbye.